Okay, we should be good there. Yep. My Discord's not coming through. Why? Discord, what are you doing, OBS?
Yeah, cool.
Okay, now they're coming through.
I will be right back.
Oh, God damn it.
Joey just got much louder than everybody else there for a second.
I think he leaned in.
Cool. Okay.
Okay, we unfrozen Becca's stream. That was weird. Okay.
I'll wait for Joey to come back here. Excuse me. I turn on the creepy music. I need to fix my attenuation so that it actually plays through properly.
Yeah, it's cutting out a little bit.
Yep. There you go. Alright.
I apologize. I heard my niece screaming my name.
Thirsty. All right. Are we ready now?
I am ready.
Yes.
Yay. All right. Recap.
It's like I hit my elbow on my
No.
Oh, no.
Luckily this is the elbow that I can't really feel things, but it still hurts a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Aw.
'Cause
I have that
they're
situation with my knee.
so the nerves started to regrow in this elbow a little bit, so they're like baby nerves that are really sensitive, so when I hit it, it hurts. Hell. I haven't really felt anything, I didn't feel anything in this elbow for like 10 years.
That's a good sign, though.
It is, except when I hit it and I'm not used to feeling pain.
My knee has started getting its nerves back from the years and years and years of softball sliding. So I understand.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, like
not used to
if you don't have
feeling
anything
when I hit
pain and
this
then
elbow.
it's suddenly like back again, it's like a lot worse than it would have been otherwise.
Yes.
Yeah. I noticed
As a
that one
member of
time
the National
when I
Guard,
hit my
don't
funny
like doing
bone,
this.
and when you're not normally used to feeling the funny bone, it really hurts.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay.
I think streams
Am
are
I-
okay. I
Am
think
I
so.
lagging on my
A little
camera?
bit?
It's a little bit.
What is going on with my camera?
It's fine. We've derailed
Weird.
enough.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
Everything's fine.
I have water today.
Yay.
Right? I was smart and gave myself water instead of soda like I have been.
I have liquid.
Okay.
Liquids.
I have liquid.
We are continuing with our Curse of Strahd. Last time, you guys started down in the cellar of the Durst Manor. You had found out that they had been a cult, and that they had been making sacrifices and eating people down in the basement of the manor. As you continue to investigate and go through the manor cellar, you came across the crypts of the family. You came across Elizabeth and Gustav Gerst, who instead of triggering a fight with them, you managed to lay the children to rest, effectively ending the possession of Hobard and Kyle. Once that was done, you went back, retrieved what you had found in the chest, and continued on, where you found a room with a statue that no one was able to identify who it was, but you were able to find the statue. You found a bunch of bodies that had been hung up and impaled and all sorts of different forms of mutilation, as well as a black crystal ball. And then continuing from there, you came out and found a couple of ghouls who Sophie decided it'd be a great idea to try to dress up as and roar at them for some reason. And
Always activating
which
combat.
then the two of them triggered, which was going to happen anyway, but it was funnier, and cause our battle. Throughout the battle, you guys made quick work of the ghouls. Unfortunately, Jalissa was paralyzed for the majority of the fight. But you managed to make quick work of them with relatively no damage to anybody in the party, aside from a few bumps on a couple of people, but they couldn't hit to save their lives. And then proceeded to go farther down into a deeper part of the cellar, where you found a room full of ballistic items, none of which were worth anything. But you managed to find them down there, and after from the investigation, you found the body of an old lady who had passed away, and a dog. You then Holbard took a liking to, and the dog seemed to take a liking to him, at least temporarily, and followed you guys up, entered back into the room, and you went to go down, making a successful check to lift the portcullis. You guys walked in, finding this room with a dais and an altar on the top. Sophie went up there to go look at the altar, then decided to try to drag Drosta up on top of it. And when she stepped off, it triggered a shambling mound to appear from a room that Holbard was standing directly in front of to go investigate. At which point, triggered a combat. And while you guys succeeded in the combat, unfortunately, Holbard was killed by the creature.
Rest in peace.
Rip.
And at your guys' level, it wasn't possible to bring him back. You guys buried him outside of Barovia village, and then proceeded to go inside into an inn, where you met a couple of Vistani and a gentleman named Ismark. The cousins got a room and proceeded to go and retire for the night, while Mikhail and Drosta ended up meeting Ismark and talking with him, finding out a little bit more about how things work here, about what a burgomaster is, and situation with his father and his sister, and then proceeded to sit around and have a night of drinks and food, drinking wine, and then ended up meeting these Vistani, finding out that they're the tavern owners, and just generally having a night and then retiring back to their room. Then we flashed to Zophie and Zila, who got to have a more intimate moment, and Zila getting to find out some more about, I guess, her lineage, I guess would be a good way to put that.
Slimeline.
Slimeline. Getting to find out more about that and how that came to be, so she can find out a little bit more, because she doesn't know a whole lot about herself, at least in that regard. So we pick up the next morning. Let me bring up this map for you guys, so that you guys have the map of the village. Oh, there you go.
The village.
And you guys are at the Blood of the Vine Tavern.
Yeah.
Where you had met Ismark. Let me grab you his... I meant to give you his picture, and I forgot. Let me grab you his picture. So, excuse me. This is Ismark.
That's
What
the
a
boy.
lad.
He's Mark the Lesser.
He's smart.
Mark the Lesser.
Yes.
The lesser.
Which they heard him be called by the Vistani. The Vistani went and joked about calling him Ismark the Lesser.
A rude nickname, it would
Poor
seem.
Ismark.
Ismark Koliana is his name. And so, excuse me, goodness gracious.
Bless.
Are
So,
you casting
next morning,
Bless?
you guys wake
Like
up
a cough?
to continue about your day. What would you all like to do?
In our room with
Well.
Mikhail and myself, who gets up first?
Interesting. I don't know. I think
Roll
Mikhail's
for it.
more of a night owl. Oh, sure. Let's roll.
Alright.
Roll for it.
Roll
Initiative?
20s?
No, they're just rolling a d20.
Oh shit. Okay.
Ah.
All right,
I wake
Mikhail
up.
woke up first. That makes
All right,
sense.
well-
You had drinks and things. Mikhail's a Vastani. He's used to that stuff.
I drink a lot. I'm good. I don't give a shit.
That
Well,
makes
Strong
you'll
constitution.
You'll see Zarosta get up and immediately just like jump out of the bed and like pop on the floor to sit down, start putting candles in like a whole circle around her, and then she lights them with prestidigitation, and then she starts like counting on her like necklace of charms, just like obsessively, like just saying it, like muttering to herself, and then she stops and she's like, "Hi, good morning."
Oh, good morning. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare or anything.
No,
I can.
It's just fine.
Okay. Do what you gotta do. You know.
I'm done now. It's just okay.
Quick. All right.
Let us
Well,
let us
do we want
start
to
our
get
day.
breakfast?
Okay. Yes.
All right, you guys get breakfast. What about the cousins?
I'd like to say I wake up first, but do you want to do the same thing? We roll to see.
No. You
No?
definitely wake.
Release. Release.
Damn.
Rollies. Rollies.
Rollies.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just ever so slightly. Wake
Okay.
up before it, yeah.
All right. So, Zila wakes up and she opens up her bag and pulls out 2 books. She takes a peek into the black one just very quickly, and then starts immediately writing in the red one.
You saw I woke up first, right?
Yes, you woke up first. It doesn't matter. This doesn't matter.
I mean, it's kind of up to your that's 8 for insight. What was that? Maybe roll deception to see if I glean anything. What was that
I mean,
reaction?
I have my.
Oh, it don't matter.
She
I
beats
think-
you, but barely.
I think nothing of it, and I'm just like, oh, she clearly must have just grabbed the wrong book. There's no alternate thing with this.
Nothing weird happening here.
No,
Nope.
nothing weird happening. Just
Not
somebody
at all.
writing
Very-
into
Totally
their
fine.
normal, everyday journal or diary.
Yes, clearly.
Yep. Great. That makes sense from Sophie.
All right.
And Zayla notices that you're awake, and she goes, "Good morning."
Good morning. How are you? Is this your morning ritual? I noticed
Yes.
you do this quite often. I
Yes.
think.
I suppose I do. Did you sleep well?
I suppose I'm used to not sleeping in one place here recently, so nothing out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I suppose we should make our way downstairs, so they don't leave without us.
Yes, I think that's a good idea. She just closes the book and follows.
All right, yeah, I'm not. I rolled poorly. I'm not gonna question the diary. If I rolled better, I would have. But no.
Ha
Yeah.
Totally normal. Totally cool.
Totally normal. Totally fine.
Totally normal
Future
diary.
character development.
Yep, that's
Thank
for
God.
later.
I mean, what?
It's a special tool that'll help us later.
Exactly. Nothing weird here.
It's just a diary, nothing more.
Exactly.
Mhm.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
All right.
No,
Anyway,
So,
for breakfast.
I'm gonna.
Oh, sorry. Before we go down, I would do one thing. After you put your stuff away, before we go through the door, I'll be like, oh, hold on one moment before we go down, and I'll place my hand onto Zila's shoulder, and go ahead and give yourself 6 temp HP.
cool.
I will decrease my barrier by 6, my max by 6. This lasts until it is taken away by damage or a long rest.
Good to know. Thank
And
you.
now you have a slight shimmer over you, similar to the like hexagonal pattern that protects my body.
Ooh, fancy. Zila says thank you.
Of course, we need to make sure that we're safe.
Look out for each other.
Yes. So then, speaking of looking out for each other, I'm a little hungry.
These sound effects tonight are spot on. I love it all.
Yes.
All
Yes,
right.
I believe we should eat. We haven't eaten it in a day, I believe.
Yes, it's been quite a while. Although I wasn't too hungry after the other day, a bit unsightly.
Yes.
Now I am. It's kept caught up with me.
As I agree. And then there's a rumble from Zila's stomach too. I'm not gonna do it.
Yep. Alright, I'll proceed downstairs then to meet with everyone.
Alrighty. You all head downstairs. And as you get downstairs, you are greeted by Barkeep. He's the same one as last night. You imagine that he probably only slept like 2 hours. This guy looks like he's dead, but he's not. Like, he looks like he's just so exhausted. But it looks like the three Vistani are all asleep at the table with way too many cups around them. Because they own the tavern, and they decided to indulge themselves last night. A little bit too much. So they're all sound asleep at the table, and there is another person in the tavern who is... You're not sure what they're trying to do. You think they're trying to entertain people, but there seems to only be the 3 people who are asleep at the table, so there's really nobody to entertain.
What are they doing?
At this early in the morning. But you notice a person who looks a lot like a big rabbit.
Wait, is this the person who's trying to entertain?
This is the person who is trying to entertain.
Oh god. Okay.
But the only people currently in the tavern this early in the morning are the 3 of them who are asleep. So, Joey, why don't you describe your character and what you were doing?
Alright. So, as best as you can imagine, there is a rabbit. A black rabbit with a white stripe between the center of the eyes down to the snout. Generally looks like a rabbit, except it's standing on its back legs. It's anthropomorphic. Wearing looks like robes. Has a shield on the back, a rapier, kind of sheathed at the side, carrying a couple of potions and a big leather bag on the side. And you see on the shoulder there's an owl just perched there. Very enthusiastic looking, talking with a Scottish accent, and you'd see him probably talking towards the 3, but noting the fact that the barkeep is actually awake, and you'll hear him, and that's when I stabbed the beast back in the back, and I took all the glory and gold for myself. And as he's saying all of these wild things, you'll notice that the owl starts to fly around right in the face of the only person awake, trying to distract him, while you may or may not notice he tries to pickpocket one of the guys who are asleep.
Okay. I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need a sleight of hand roll.
Alright, here we go. That's not great, but
what's my passive? For 14.
Yeah, like,
yep,
did we
definitely
notice this?
noticed. I
Mine's 11, so no.
Okay,
Yeah, 12.
So Zophie notices. Let me see if these three notice.
Oh, neat. I can do. Just puts a 14
cool.
in there.
oh, okay. I thought that was what one of the people rolled. I was like, shit.
Nope. That's just. Apparently, you can drag your passive number in there.
Really?
Yep.
Okay,
That's cool.
let's see.
Now you all know.
Oh boy.
Starting out strong.
So as you attempt to pickpocket one of the three, one of the other ones looks up and with bloodshot eyes goes, I don't think you want to do that, friend.
Well, what do you mean? I just saw this loose strap here. I was just tightening it so it didn't fall off, you know. I don't want any of my comrades to have any sort of issues with on their own daily lives. And I'll back away a little bit and continue on my boisterous regale of a totally realistic adventure this character has gone on.
And the Vistani lays her head back down on the table. They all have passive perceptions of 16.
Oh my god.
So even if I lower them for drunk, they would have to go quite low for being drunk to not notice that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I was like, maybe if I lowered it like 1 or 2, they might be. No, they have a 16. Then I'd have to lower it by 3, and that's they're not quite that drunk. They're drunk, but not quite that drunk.
Yeah. Oh well. And
That was the morning after. They're only like halfway drunk now. So
yes.
Yeah, I mean they passed out early morning, so it's been a few hours. They weren't drinking the entire night.
They're just a little drunk now.
Yeah, just a little drunk, a little hungover, but not enough to be that distracted. Especially because it's probably not the first time this has happened.
I have to ask, why is Comrade Mikhail targeting Count Strahd von Zarovich as well as being heavily injured?
Oh my!
Why am I that?
Oh my!
Should not be heavily injured.
I don't. Yeah, I've
We can
fixed
make
my
combat
injury.
tractor.
Yeah.
I forgot to clear it out from my testing.
No, Mikhail's healthy.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
Mikhail's
fine. Don't
healthy.
worry about it.
I'll clear out cannon fodder.
Oh no, best monster is gone. No.
Oh no!
I'll let you guys fight
Strahd
cannon
von
fodder at the end of the
Zarovich.
campaign because he'll wipe the floor with you guys.
Lovely.
Yeah, not surprised there.
There's a reason he's just cannon fodder. He's stupid.
And before you guys get all the way down the stairs, he'll kind of step back in and be like, "Barkeep, I need one of your strongest drinks for myself and my little owl companion here."
Okay, that'll be let's see, 5 silver.
Done deal, my friend. And you'll see him literally just hop up onto the bar stool as he is like 3 foot tall, way too small to be able to stand and look at this barkeep from any other position.
Okay, so go ahead and mark off 5 silver, which would be you'll have 4 gold and 5 silver piece because it's 10. It's increments of 10.
4. Gotcha. 5. All right.
And so the rest of you, around the time that he has done the pickpocketing, he's jumped up there. What would the rest of you like to do as you come down and you see this spectacle of this rabbit unsuccessfully steal something and then just pop itself up onto a bar stool and order wine because that's all this he has.
Where is Mikhail? Where is?
Oh, it's
where
a
is he?
strange fellow. We come down.
Yes.
Is that
Hi.
one of your people? Is that supposed to be here?
I mean,
Yes,
I've never seen
rabbit.
anyone like
Is-
that,
is
but
he with
you know,
you?
like what? Who? Me or that? Us?
Is
That.
that rabbit person?
Oh, it's a rabbit person. What's the issue?
I mean,
I
I
don't.
am not one to judge. Don't get me wrong. That is fine.
I mean, most people in Barovia are human. I've never seen anyone like that before, but like, you know, live and let live.
Zela's just staring. She, yeah, she's just staring
Well,
at
should
this.
we
Like,
go say
what
hello
in
to
the
the rabbit
world?
person?
Let's at least get something in our bellies before we go out into the world, huh?
Oh yeah, food.
Yes, that sounds good.
That is important.
All right. I will go up to the bar and I will order some breakfast, whatever they have available. That is food.
All right. So you guys get it's something akin to like a porridge or an oatmeal kind of thing. There, I mean, you'd be aware there's not much grows in Barovia, except for really hearty plants. So that's not a lot of unique, flavorful things. There's a lot of fairly bland things that can grow here because of the soil. So it's something akin to a porridge or an oatmeal kind of thing. But you can get all of you guys some some food. Be about, let's say, excuse me, be about 8 silver.
Or I'll pay for it.
I was like, can I
Okay.
afford that? Okay.
It's 8 silver for the entirety, everybody.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I'll
2
pay
per
for it. I've got it covered. I've got some gold. I don't mind.
Okay.
As
I'll
I
bring bowls of porridge over to the table and be like, look, it's just like being a kid. We've got porridge. Ding, ding.
Excellent.
Well,
as
You
I
know, I have
see
one silver
the
piece. I have nothing.
oh boy,
no,
oh
it's interesting.
as
He's
I see
using
the
a
group of
spoon just to spin it
adventurers.
around using telekinesis. Just
Oh my god,
spinning
just sitting there spinning it.
it. Yes.
You playing with your food?
I've never seen this before.
Well,
It's not the best. It'll fill us.
Excellent.
What do you normally eat for breakfast in the morning?
I don't know. Eggs, you know,
Fruit.
Ale.
Bread.
fruit, blueberries, bread.
Blueberries.
Not
Yeah.
not something that looks like it was pulled out of a cistern.
so at this point,
It's
have you guys
porridge.
sat at a different table, like away?
It's the consistency of me.
I think he sat like
You're
in
not
a
wrong.
bar.
You're not entirely
I
wrong.
think we had like sat at a table versus the bar for the morning, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're,
well
we're at the
then-
table, not the bar.
At this point,
So-
you'd see
But I
this
think we're
this
close. It's a small
character.
place.
Yeah, this character suddenly hops up from out of view onto the table. And what do we have here? We have a group of adventurers, it looks like. Well, welcome to Barovia. How are you lot doing today? Would you care to see some magic?
Will you do magic?
The
yeah.
best kind of magic, alas.
What would that be?
Well, first, introductions are in order. I am Hedijin Maywin, Druid Extraordinaire. And what might you call yourselves?
I'm Mikhail Karash.
Mikael. Great to make it acquaintances.
Good to meet.
I'm sorry. I guess you might consider me rude. But I haven't seen you before. Not you particularly. Well, of course I haven't seen you particularly. What are you?
Well, that is the question indeed. For you see, I am not from these lands. I
Neither are
believe.
we.
I am from the Feywild. It's a long story, but that is for another time. For now, we shall see magic. And as I say that, I'll clap my hands, and you see the torches all around start to flare up just a little bit as I cast the cantrip Control Flames.
Question, DM.
Yes.
I know what the Feywilds are. I assume this is a history check?
Yeah, I think that's the closest.
Have we
would-
heard of the Feywilds? Yeah.
I would go ahead and I think any. I think all of you could because of Celestia's relation to the planes and the different worlds. I think all of you could roll for it and see how much you've heard of it.
History?
Yeah, history.
God.
Does
Okay.
this count for
Somehow-
my thing
You know what?
where I have?
Chris, this is what I was talking about.
Which thing is that?
The Hunter's Bane?
Can I? At that no. My thing where I have advantage to recall information about stories or to tell
Yeah,
stories.
I would say that could. I could say that would work.
I feel like a
Whether you
Feywild
necessarily
is
hear
like.
100% accurate stories, sure,
Oh,
but you
of
would.
course not.
You'd be able to hear
I just.
some.
Yeah.
Wow,
Feywild
good thing
is
you
like
had
really
advantage.
to me. No.
Yeah, that one. Oh my.
Yeah,
I would
reroll that shit
say-
anyway.
I would say Zophie, you've heard of it, but you don't know much about it. On a 10, Mikhail, you've heard about it. You know that there are some interesting creatures there. Don't know too much about what it is or what it's about. You do know that there are some interesting creatures that exist there, so maybe this rabbit's from there.
Someone told a story once that had like a bunny man in it. I'm like, yeah, sure,
Yeah.
that could be real.
Sure, yeah, it's one of those things, like, it's to you, it's like a fairy tale. Like, you didn't actually necessarily take it in, because you're like, it's a fairy tale, it's a children's story. It's like, oh, you're real.
I guess that's real. Who knew?
Yeah. So that's about the extent that you guys hear. Rosa and Zila, you guys don't know about
What
it.
the fuck is the
No,
Feywilds?
but
You know, unfortunately, the dwarves didn't have much information on the Fae, so I didn't really learn much about that. Perhaps you can recall that to me sometime. You're not gonna try and steal from us, are you?
What do you mean steal from you? I would never steal from, very interesting characters such as yourself.
Thanks, you
Insight.
haven't seen my kind before either. It's fine.
I'm down
I think
for
that I
it.
am
Inside check.
perfectly normal.
Yeah,
Versus your
well,
either deception or
abilities.
persuasion, whichever one you're trying to do.
Yeah, that's yeah.
This is up to you.
Let's see.
ooh.
What are you
He's telling the
lying
truth.
about?
I'm sure this man would never steal from me. I trust him implicitly.
Yes, as I was saying, my dear
I-
compatriots.
But I saw you. You tried to steal from that drunkard there. Whatever. It doesn't
No,
matter.
you saw.
One of them just goes, he tried, and then goes.
See, he's
Damn it.
we're against.
You notice that
Not
they're kind of
them.
like,
I don't know.
they're like stirring, they're like
Uh.
half there, but they're still a little drunk and very hungover, so they're not really paying
Oh.
that close attention, just picking up on things here and there.
Right, so you said you're from the Fae. Were you forced to come through the fog as well?
Well, that's the story, isn't it? I wasn't very much forced, as much as I only remember walking through it.
Do you
I don't,
remember walking-
I don't remember much else. But,
Did you walk through on your own?
well, if I could tell you, I would, but I don't remember.
Right, you don't remember.
Yes.
Funny. Do all rabbits have bad memory?
Well, I don't know about that one, but, this one sure does, I suppose.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Do you have any writings of your stories? I'd be interested to see those if you do.
ratings.
To
No,
know.
no.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you illiterate?
Illiterate! What do you take me for, an idiot? No! I
Well, you
just
can talk. I'm
don't
not saying that you
seem...
can't
Just
speak.
because he's a
but-
rabbit doesn't mean you can't read.
Well, no. But not everybody can.
Yeah.
Not everyone knows how to write. Trust me, dwarves are really stupid. There's a lot of them that don't know how to
Well,
write.
but yes,
I-
but
Well,
I
just
believe
because he
they're
that,
doesn't write
but-
dwarves.
things down, you know. A
No,
lot of people have an oral
I'm just-
tradition.
I'm just
Maybe it's just
asking.
maybe it's just
Look,
an oral
you're right. I
tradition.
shouldn't assume things. I don't
Yes, it
know.
was very rude of you to assume that I can't
You're right.
read. I don't...
It is very rude of me. It's rude of you to steal. We're even.
I maintain
So,
plausible deniability on that.
right.
Can you magic our food to become more tasty?
Ah,
That would be a trick.
that would be interesting, but unfortunately, all I can do is... And you see 10 berries appear in his hands as I waste first
Hey,
level
those are
spell
berries.
slot. Yes, they
Hey,
taste
good
very good, but they
berries.
also are very nutritious. If anyone would like one, please feel free. There are 10 of them. I could not eat them all myself. No
Zila
takers?
picks
Well,
one up
fine. Each one.
telekinetically. Zila picks one up telekinetically and tries one.
Oh, what the hell? What
Yes,
manner of magic is this?
Magic or something too.
You're not the only one who can
She
mess
does
with
that, this
fire
is fine.
around here either. And
Oh,
she
same.
she uses thaumaturgy and changes the color of the flames in there from like I imagine it's like an orange to now like a light blue.
Ooh.
Oh,
And then
very
changes them back.
interesting. Oh,
Those of you that eat the berry are full.
Mm-hmm.
You are very full.
We are
I'll take one. I'll take one.
nourished
Sure.
for
Okay.
24
For-
hours.
Yep, it is. You get complete
I'll eat the
nourishment for
berry.
one full day.
yes, it is a good berry.
It is a good baddie.
A
Not
very
damaged,
good berry.
otherwise it would heal us one.
Very, very good.
Yeah, it would
Yep.
heal one hit
Yeah.
point. Otherwise, gives you.
We do not know this.
No,
It's
you don't.
just
I
one
give
taste.
us
But I'm saying,
berry
as
dog.
players,
This is a
Yeah.
porridge pig. Yeah, dog get the porridge.
as players, it heals one hit point, which you all just had long rest, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And it also
Zila
gives
says,
you
well, this is
nourishment for
certainly
one full
better
day.
than porridge.
Yes, it's much better than this
It'd be much better, yeah.
slop.
I can do much more than that.
That's nice. Mikael, so what's the
What?
plan? Where are we going?
Plan?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Wait, are you going somewhere?
We're not
Yeah.
talking to you, bunny man.
But I am talking to you then.
I like him. He's nice.
Look, he's here.
Yes, he's
Green
here. and
creature.
He's fine.
Alright.
Do we want to thief? Mikael, where are we going today?
A thief? Did I hear a thief?
Look,
I would never.
I've come to the rationalization that apparently seeing the Strahd is suicide. So, what's the better course of
Yes.
action?
alright. I believe. Look, I'm not going to like lead you guys around. I'll tell you, show you ways to places, but like I'm. I'll be a guide, not a the decision maker here,
Well,
right? This is
we
your
met the Baron last night. We could go talk to him again.
the burgermeister of this place.
Yes, sorry, the
Um,
Burgermeister. I forgot.
Sorry,
was drunk.
burger.
like kind of like a mayor, I guess, would be sort
Yes.
of an equivalent.
Oh,
He runs the town, sort of. He
Give me a
probably lives
sec.
in a big house.
I've heard of bagars from foreign land. I heard they're quite good.
You're terrible.
You also mentioned
Um,
something about this Madame Ava.
Yes, I believe we wanted to go to Madame Eva next, and so you could seek her wisdom on such matters.
Right. That was
But
interesting.
What
young
matters are you
Ismark,
speaking of?
they wish to
I
leave
must
this
know.
place.
You wish to leave? Why?
Yes.
I've been looking for the way out for a very long time.
We were brought here against our own will, so
I could sympathize with that.
Then
Listen,
perhaps
I
we
know
should-
if you had visions of me thieving from another person,
very
but
real, if you want to call them visions. Sure.
I mean, listen, let me just say this. it is very foolish to try to steal from a Vestani woman. Many of them have the sight. So, stupid.
I'm
That's all I'm
sorry.
saying.
The site?
What's the sight?
Yes, the sight, the third. They see the future a little bit.
Ah.
Is
That
that so?
feels like something that you take.
What did you think I was talking about with Madame Eva? She sees the future in.
But is this common in the people of the Vestoni?
It happens to some people, not to others.
I'm sorry. Are you telling me this madam is psychic?
I don't know if
Very
it's
well
psychic.
One of the
She's-
Vistani goes, "You should do
she
what
doesn't
that
read
one
minds.
says," and goes back.
You
But
are
she,
muted.
she can
Okay,
On.
okay.
she can see things that might happen
All right,
before they do.
sorry, I'm back.
Interesting.
Welcome
Okay.
back.
A
Upon
fortune
hearing
teller.
this,
Great. Fortune
That's all.
teller. Great. Just what we need.
Just
One
as-
of
Does
the
this fortune teller happen to see the past by chance?
one of the Vistani.
I don't really know.
One of the Vistani looks over and goes, "You should listen to that one and go see Madame Eva. She'll tell you what you want to know. She's good." And then go.
So people say.
Thank you, DM.
Thank you.
Oh, how is it they only hear what they need to hear? I don't understand.
I'm
As
telling
you're
you.
having this conversation, the barkeep is
upon
going to come
hearing,
over.
really quick,
Oh,
upon hearing
And
this,
he's going
Zila,
to. Sorry, he's going to give a note to Kyle and Drosta. Which go ahead, Zila, and then I'll tell when they read the note. He's
Okay,
gonna gives you guys a note.
so Zila, upon hearing the whole thing about like the site and the explanation, she, telepaths into Zophie. So we wanted to try this morning, but is it possibility it could be this Madame Ava? Do you think?
Perhaps it could be. Do we sense that feeling?
DM?
DM, do you want to roll?
No, you do not.
Damn it.
All
I
right,
don't sense it right now.
Suppose at least it's not one of them. That means we can trust. Perhaps it was that house.
Maybe. I'll still be very wary for a bit.
Yeah. Psychic, different than us. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And then stops.
Yep.
So the note that he hands to you guys, if you look at it and read it, it is a note from Ismark. He said, hello, hold on, what was his voice again? Hello, friends. I hope that you slept well last night. About the favor that I asked you. If you would be willing to help me to lay my father to rest, you can find me at the Burgomaster's Manor down in the south side of the village of Barovia this morning. I should be there most of the day. And then signed Ismark Koliana.
Oh yes, this.
This happened last night. We'll share the letter.
Oh, what is this? I'm sorry.
Well, if you read it,
Ismark.
you'll be able to know. Yes.
Oh.
Well, it's
Sure.
alright. You can read it if you want. Ismark, the burgomaster of this place, he wants help burying his father. He died recently.
We figured we could use some extra, coin or something.
He needs some
Would be
hands, I
nice.
think, just to. But whatever you all want to do.
We don't
I
have to
mean,
go help him, but
Sure.
he seems nice.
Sure. I mean, sorry, we went to bed early last.
We were
It
tired.
was quite a day.
Yes.
It was. I just needed some time to collect my thoughts. But here we are now, and well, I guess if we're gonna be here for a while, we may as well press forward in some manner.
It would be good to make some friends in this land so that we are not all alone.
Yes, friends, right. Um,
Aye, and on that note,
Hmm.
I hate to intrude, but myself, I've been looking for a way out for a very long time now. The mist is very elusive. And if you'll be having me, I can promise you much more than just good berries.
what the hell? We just had somebody die.
What?
Yo, wait. You just had somebody die. What do you mean you had somebody die?
I don't think you should have said that, Sophie.
Yeah, you're right. That was probably a bad idea.
Look, it's just the truth. We had another companion. He died.
People die in this land. That's common, right? Um,
Yes. Well, people die
Suppose you're not
everywhere, but
wrong.
yes,
well,
people
yes,
die here a
people
lot.
die. It's kind of like this whole place is like, if you could, if you could not visualize isn't the right word. If you could like turn the word depression into a place, that's kind of what this place is.
Sort
Mm,
of rude.
but I agree very much.
Um, but that's why we want to get out. It's not fair. You can get out and we can't. So
I cannot get out. Can you
no,
get
no,
Two
out?
things.
Oh,
not you.
Mikhail can get out.
You can
Mikhail.
get
And
out?
Vistani. Vistani can leave. You should know this. You've been here a long time. Huh?
Aye,
How long
but
have you
I've been
actually
in
been
the
here?
woods for a very long time.
Oh.
Uh,
Well, the Vistani can leave if they want. But
I've been traveling from small village to small village for, Lord, it must have been a year or two now.
Mhm.
Listen, I have not told many travelers this, but obviously I'm not from this land, and I don't have very many memories of before I came here. I awoke just before a very large gate, emerging through the mist. What you see on me is mostly what I had when I went through here at the time. And to be honest with you, I'm not even sure what my name is. As I came through, I had this ring, and he'll hold up his left hand, and you'll see around the ring finger a wooden ring with encoded in resin small plant life and small intricacies of life itself.
Hmm.
I'll take that off and I'll
Afghans?
say yes.
Oh,
And
you're married?
married. I'm not quite sure about that, but I had this thing, and inside of it were the letters HW. The only thing I could imagine that would be my own name, and so I had to come up with one. Hence, Adijin may win. Listen, I wish to get out of here and search for my memories, as and I should have made this clear earlier. This, as best as you can tell, rabbit looks about 40-ish years old, as he himself is not sure. I wish to get my
Middle
memories
age,
back
honey.
and leave this place. If you'll be having me, I promise you I won't be a burden.
I am okay with this plan.
I'm fine with it, and seem like you don't know much, so I won't be able to really add to my notes any. But another person is welcomed.
Well, I might not look like I know much, but let me tell you, out there in the forest, I can be a major help.
Right, but one thing, hey, stealing is wrong. And
Well, yes, generally.
Leela
I
smiles.
That's what we're
I
going with.
I kind of like give like a quick glance over to my side before like looking back to him when I say that.
Zila smiles.
Insight. No. No,
Go
I'll
for
take that
it.
at face. No, I'll take that as face value. I understand your presence. I won't be stealing much.
Right. Unless it benefits
It's not
us.
from us.
Then,
Yeah.
if it's
Benefit to the party.
necessary, then sometimes you do what you have to.
Aye.
But general practice, so we are good.
Well,
people.
okay then.
So,
Are we going to go to the Burgermeister or going to Madame Eva first?
Yes. We're the burger. Where's the burger?
Burgomeister.
Burglar. You really have to enunciate your words, please.
Burgermeister.
No.
No. What do you mean? What do you mean? No.
I
How am
like this
supposed
lass.
to- All right. Well, let's go.
You can ask him yourself.
I start
I'll
to
talk to
leave,
the youngest
and then
one.
realize I don't know where I'm going, and wait for everyone.
We're bringing the dog with. Okay.
Bring the dog.
Or
Let's
four.
go
Oh,
south.
the dog. God damn it.
We're keeping the dog.
All right.
His name is Bond.
Brother,
Bard.
I know where that's from.
I mean,
Yeah, you
if
do.
DeRosta is the one taking care of the dog, she should be the one to name. Just saying.
Oh,
That's
I don't,
fair.
I don't. You guys can give me ideas. That's
That
just
was
fine.
that was a meta name. Not. You can name the dog.
I don't have any ideas for the dog name.
All right. Well,
I was just going to call it Dog.
Oh. Hmm. That's not. You gotta name an. You gotta give it a name.
Do we? Do we have to?
How about what's a good slime? Zog.
Zog the dog.
We'll just gotta have a. Sorry, our names typically have certain sound to them.
Speaking of which, I don't believe I got all of your names. Could I,
Oh, yes, I am the Rosta. Nice to meet you.
Dodosta, it's my
Dodosta.
pleasure.
Yes.
Dodosta.
Pretty close. Okay.
And you, bluish slime lady?
Sophie.
Zila.
Sophie, Zila, oh, good names, good names. Well met.
All right. So, you guys going to the Burgermaster? Is that what we agreed on?
Yes, we're going.
Yes.
Okay.
We're
I-
I was like,
talk about the
I
dog's
wanna
name
make
as
sure
we
we
go to the
agree.
Burger
Party
After-
decides to go to Burgermeister is in my notes.
Yes.
Okay.
Look.
If you want to spell it, it's Burgomaster.
Oh.
Like Burger Master
Okay.
is how it's
Burgomaster.
actually spelled. Burgermaster. But in the accent, it's Burgermeister.
Burgermeister.
Yeah.
Look,
But
it
it's
is the accent.
literally
It is what
Burger
it is.
Master. It's
Look,
literally what
you're
the
making
words
me
are.
hungry.
Okay,
Burgermeister.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was spelled like, and I'm gonna put it in our chat.
Like
Yeah.
MEISTER.
Borger.
It's fucking what's
No,
that
like
one?
this.
Christmas special. Burgermaster Master.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. That spelling. That's what I thought
Yeah,
it
that
was.
I'm
Yeah.
literally
Oh, yeah.
just typing it burger.
That's how it's
That's how
sad.
you pronounce it. But
Yeah.
it is literally just
Burgermeister.
Burgomaster. Burgermaster
well-
is how it's.
Burger.
Burger
Yeah.
Meister.
Oh, excuse me. It. it's B. bleh. It's not an ER. It's an O. So it's Burgomaster.
Burgermeister. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep saying it.
We are still going to say it,
However it comes
Burgermeister.
out.
Yeah, Burgermeister is it's how you would say it when saying it, but it's literally just
Yeah,
Burgomaster.
Google Translate says it's Burgermeister.
The way I spelled it, right? With the little dots
That's the
over
German
the ears.
tradition.
Yeah, but
So,
it,
yeah.
it's
I
in this
mean,
it's spelled
no.
Burgomaster.
With an umlaut.
This is
Umlaut.
Barovia and not German, so therefore
Burgermeister
It's different.
it is not the same.
Different.
German says it's Burgermeister.
Yeah.
Alright,
This
well,
is-
let's go
it's
to the
not
Burger
German, it's
Translate.
Eastern European anyway.
Go
So.
to the Burgermeister.
Okay.
Whatever.
So, as you guys are walking down Did I share you the map of Barovia? Correct. Yes.
Like the general map?
So yeah. So the inn is the big, like four, offshoot thing. Yeah, that thing right there
Yes.
Yeah.
in the middle of the map. The Burgomaster is the very far south building, the other really big building, in the
This
city.
one?
Yes.
Oh, that one down there.
So you'd walk down
top
that main
left.
street. As you're walking up to like that corner, you do notice that off to what would be your character's left, the big building. I can't draw properly. This one right here. This one is a mercantile. So there is a little shop in town. Should you guys wish to visit it,
I only
you
have
guys
some
are
gold to
welcome
spend.
I need more
to.
money.
You guys are welcome to visit it on your way. He said he'd be there all morning, so you guys don't have to rush there if you don't want to. Just giving you the option. That is there, should you choose to. As you continue walking down the path, the next building that you pass by, this one right here, you can see me drawing stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can see it.
Okay, I just wanted to make
Yeah,
sure.
this one right here.
Yep. Okay. You hear from outside the building as you're walking down the street. You hear just wailing and crying from inside the building as you walk by it. It's up to you if
Does
you
it
want
sound
to
like
listen.
a man or a woman?
It sounds like a woman. It sounds like a woman bawling.
Lass must not be having a very good morning.
Nice.
So you
So
guys,
it would
if you
seem.
want to investigate, you're welcome to. Otherwise, you can continue on.
Like I
Does
said,
the
this-
house
I'd
appear
like-
okay?
I'd like to look at that overall house, just the outside. I'm
Yes,
not trying to
same.
like stare into the windows or anything. Just see if it looks different, interesting.
Okay.
Abilities.
I have a new distrust
Skills.
of houses.
A distrust of
Um,
houses. Well, I don't blame you.
So the house from the outside doesn't look. It looks just like a normal a house like any other rest of them. A little disheveled, but so does every other house in this place. It looked like it not disheveled as in like a broken down vacant house, just like an old house would. Just a house that doesn't have a lot of things to keep itself, doesn't have a lot of stuff to keep repaired, but no more than an older house would in a normal city. It just looks like it's fallen a little bit into disrepair, but so does the vast majority of every other house in this town. So it doesn't look out of place. It just looks like a regular, just looks like every other house in the city. Nothing looks out of the ordinary on it. It just looks like a normal house. If you look inside, it doesn't look like it doesn't look like there's any lights or anything on inside the house, or I guess torches, lamps, whatever you would say. But which is a little odd because it is always overcast and cloudy and foggy, but it's not like it's dark outside. I mean, it just looks like it's a foggy day where you still get some ambient light inside the building. So they may not need lamps. So some houses have lamps on, some don't. It doesn't look necessarily too uncommon to not have a lamp on. But other than that, you can't really see much inside the house. Just because it's got like curtain or drape cloth of some kind over the windows.
Does anyone in the party look like they're expressing interest in this house?
I'm concerned a little bit.
Anyone else?
Seems like it's not our problem.
It is not really our business, but I am concerned, yes.
Yes, yes, a screaming, crying woman is not one here when you're just walking through a town, but none of our business.
I've been here long enough to know that as long as people are keeping their nose down, so should you.
Right. So, in that case,
Or we have learned that things are not always what they seem.
Yes.
Okay, so party's moving on.
I will reluctantly walk by the house. Yes.
Okay. Nope, no worries. All right. As you continue walking down You continue passing various houses and such. And as you come up to the, as I said, the very south of town, you see a much larger house than most of the rest of the houses that you've seen. Not quite as big as the Tavern and Mercantile, but relatively not much smaller. It's a fairly large building. But the house, even though it's bigger and a nicer looking house, it still falls to the same sort of general appearance of, age and not disrepair, but wornness that the rest of the buildings in the town look like. It doesn't look like it's kept up any better than the rest of the city. But again, also does not look abandoned. None of these houses look like they're vacant. At least not the ones that you've passed by. The ones you've passed by all look like they're just in various states of being lived in. And you see all around the building is a rusty iron fence surrounding the property.
I suppose this is the point where I better ask what it is we are going here to do.
Young Isbark needed help bringing his father to the graveyard. The body of his father, to be specific.
The body. Odd. I suppose helping others is always a worthy cause.
He is dead. He cannot get any help bringing the coffin to its resting place. I don't think that's a bad thing to help out with.
It seemed to be pretty easy to do. I don't know.
Yeah, and just in
Carry
case
a
you guys
coffin
forgot,
over
he
to
did
the
also mention
graveyards?
he did mention that they wouldn't, the villagers wouldn't help him because of
Oh
his
yes.
sister being ill. I don't know if
Yeah.
you
His
say that.
sister
I'm just
also has a
letting you,
problem with
reminding you as
illness.
players, but that's why he
It's
said
on my
he
notes.
couldn't get help.
Did forget about the specifics, but
I
also
did
I
not
think I'm
forget
not
about this.
mentioning it.
Nope,
I will
that's
mention.
totally
Yeah,
fine.
he had a
Well,
sister who had an illness
Origin,
of some sort. I don't know.
an illness, you say?
He did not
Certainly
specify what
nothing.
kind of illness. Yeah.
Did not say.
He was
Only
not
that
very
it was not
specific.
contagious.
It is not
Apparently.
contagious. I will
So he
take your
says.
word for it, but you seem like a
At least as
strange
far as
lot.
we know.
How long
When
have
we
you
did
been
this
here
meet,
in
like,
Barovia?
one day.
One day. Far be it for me to question another group's ideology. However, this seems like a very strange idea.
It is
I shall
not a
help
good deed.
nevertheless.
All right. So as you walk up to the town, or to the town, Jiminy, to the manor, you see that the gates are open. The right gate is kind of, it looks like, whether by wind or by some reason, is kind of bent backwards and just kind of sitting there. It's kind of stuck open. The left side just kind of swings with the wind. And you see that, like, the yard itself is not super well maintained. It's, it's got weeds and things that doesn't have a lot of grass. It's a lot of weeds. Can you guys roll me a wisdom perception check, please?
Does this
Wow.
have to do with hearing or spell?
Wait.
No, this has to do with sight.
Oh, ho,
Well,
ho, ho,
fine
ho.
then.
I
Wait, just
can see
perception.
things today.
I,
Wow.
Better pick up.
Oh,
Yay.
sorry, I had the advantage on.
I am oblivious.
Oh yeah.
I'm
the
rolling very average
easiest way to do that,
today.
Megan, would just be hit disadvantage, and it should just do it down to 1.
Okay.
Rather than having to remove and unremove that thing, just with
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Well, shit. I should be hearing or smelling. I am not.
May I roll
Yes.
for my familiar with a +3 to whatever I roll?
Yes.
Just-
Yeah, go ahead and just roll base d20.
Okay. Well,
Oh my.
shit, he rolled better than me. Damn.
That's a good old bird.
Yeah,
Typical.
it is. Typical.
All right. He rolled better than you and only has one higher than you.
We got
So-
it on lock.
So those of you who rolled higher than an 11,
Yay.
you notice that the weeds going around toward the side of the house look like they've been trampled down. Looks like somebody's walked through them. And as you guys get closer to the mansion, you guys see claw marks covering the outside of the mansion. The windows have been boarded over by planks, and it looks like there's like black marks, like somebody tried to set fire to this building. The building, the stone brick that it's made out of, have big black like soot marks across them, and there is no glass in any of the windows. They're all boarded over.
What happened here?
Alarming. Could I investigate the damage to this place?
Certainly.
Like closer as we walk up to it?
Yep. And anybody who rolled that 11 or higher, and actually, I guess they would point it out to you. So anybody, go ahead and roll me investigation checks if you choose to look further at any of this. If not, don't worry
I
about
would like
it.
to investigate further.
Yeah,
Oh my
that is
God.
fine.
All
Yeah,
right, get
roll
that out
one on
now.
Perception.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, what
I'm
a
good,
start,
yeah.
everybody.
Look at us go, guys.
Oh boy. Wait. Can I
Holy
roll
cow.
for my owl? It's a -4 to investigation, but might as well.
Oh.
So 0.
Yeah.
Look at the amount of 4s that just got rolled.
Incredible.
What
And that one.
Four
what
fours.
Something.
are you all looking at? There's nothing to see here.
Core 4.
The Curse of Strahd continues.
Sophie, did you roll?
I didn't yet because I rolled a natural 1 on my perception. So until somebody
But-
points it out,
We pointed it out to you. Go.
did they?
Yeah, all of us noticed it, man.
Oh,
One of us will point it out.
Right.
Well, I see these things, but I find nothing. So
There's marks over here, right?
Marks.
Oh
Yes.
Are
my
you-
God.
Talking about this.
Okay.
It's I'll
So
tell you what it
you
is.
You see, as far as the marks go, you see what look to be claw marks from some type of beast. They're in a set of 4, but they're higher up on the wall than a beast should be. And then throughout where they pointed out the grass being trampled down, you see both a combination of wolf prints and human prints.
Okay.
You say this out loud.
Mikael, are wolves common around here?
Oh, very.
Common. Okay.
Can I take a look
Just the
at
other day I had to run from one. It was chasing me all through the forest.
I
Very
imagine they
common,
would.
especially in the woods.
You
Was it
probably
a
look
wolf?
like a meal to them.
Uh,
These
Not to judge, but
these
This is a good
here,
point.
Yes, you
I'm-
make good points.
I'm a bit perturbed. How large are the wolves? This seems a bit high and the angle's off for like a
Not the same
wolf.
question.
I mean, I know wolves get big, and there are
So-
dire wolves.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Mikhail, you would know there are also dire
there
wolves
dire
who would
wolves?
Okay.
their arms would reach up higher than a normal wolf.
Direwolves can be quite large, and they do exist in this place.
I raise my hand.
Oh, is that what you call them? I call them
Big
big old
wolves?
fuck off wolves.
Well, that's still not a bad name for them either, huh?
No,
Aye.
I imagine you look like a nice meal to them.
Well,
Sorry.
as big as they are, they look more like an appetizer, but far be it for me to judge how hungry they are.
I know.
I mean, they can eat quite a bit, those direwolves. You would be surprised.
Zila goes and
Aye.
looks at Zophie mentioned prints in the
Yeah,
grass.
did you say the prince thing out loud?
Yes.
Yeah, I was getting there.
Okay, say it.
Yes,
So
it could be direwolves.
was-
that, you know.
Are there people who, perhaps they have bred these wolves? The foot tracks going along well with these.
I want to look
Um,
at the foot tracks.
If you look
Maybe
at
say
the,
that.
but
Could I make
if you look over there, there's tracks, people, and wolves.
Yeah.
Zila immediately goes and looks at the
Right there.
tracks.
Could I make
imagine...
a nature check to see if they look like normal wolf tracks?
Yeah, sure.
Can
Yeah,
I
go
roll
ahead
on
and
this
roll
one
me
too?
nature
I
check.
suppose
Sure.
it's not unheard of for
It's not
people to be able
great
to
score.
domesticate a wolf.
Sure.
Quite impressive
DM,
if it's a dire wolf.
Yes.
can I roll on that as well? Because
Yes.
I'm looking to see if they're the same as the prints outside of that house.
Oh, yeah, certainly.
Is it the same
Go
nature
ahead
check
and roll
or?
with it. Yeah, roll since you're comparing the two. Go ahead and roll with advantage, since you've seen those other ones you're comparing.
Yay!
A 1 and a 2.
No,
Hey,
much better.
That's not a 2 or a
That's
1. That looks a
much
little
better.
I thought
no,
that
There we go.
they do not look like the same. They're not as big as those ones, but they are bigger than a normal wolf.
All right. These seem smaller than the ones outside of that house.
We should get inside, I think.
Why is that?
If wolves are around this place, they can be quite dangerous. Perhaps we should go inside the house. Talk to this
Yeah.
Ismark, get this
Pretty
taken
good.
care of.
Okay. Not bad.
Oh, you made it sound
Alright.
like we were going to break in for the moment.
Oh,
I
I mean,
got
we are
excited.
expected.
Yes.
So hopefully we can just knock on the door, huh?
Well, let's
Knock on the
knock
door.
on the door then.
I'm doing it. Knocking on the door.
Yeah.
All right. You knock on the door. You wait a little bit, and then from inside the room, let me get the voice. Hello.
Get the voice.
Oh boy.
Oh, okay.
Important.
Yes, yes.
I thought for a second, like, I crashed on my end because I've been
No,
having PC
No.
problems. So
So you hear, hello.
Hello.
Is it-
Very, very softly. It is not Ismark. It is distinctly a female's voice.
We are new friends of Ismark. We are here to talk to him.
Ismark is busy at the moment. Can I help you?
Can we come in and talk?
I do not know how wise it would be to let people I do not know inside of my house.
Well, you heard the weird lady.
I
Let's
do be.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, we could just stand out here. That is fine, but
That is
Oh,
fine.
no.
Look, last
are-
night we met Ismark. He wanted some help with his father.
Okay, do you
Good
have...
move.
What was that?
oh yes, we have a letter. We can give a letter. That works. Yeah.
Okay, if you give her the letter,
Yeah.
she'll take it and shut the door a little bit, and then you'll hear from the inside of the door, you'll hear locks sliding and a board moving out of the way. And the door will open up. Please, come in. So she'll invite you inside with that proof.
I linger for a moment outside. I let everyone else go in first. And then I sure would like to sniff around just a little bit. Just real
Okay.
quick.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and roll
It's
it.
not werewolves. Let's go.
Totally not werewolf.
Hey, look at that.
DM, do I recognize any of the
No,
scents
so it is
around
not it is not a werewolf scent. It
All right,
smells like
we're fine.
it smells like a standard wolf or a dire wolf. It does not smell like a werewolf.
Okay, just wolves. We are good. Okay, I go inside. I don't
Okay.
say that out loud. That was
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
okay. I
boy.
was gonna say just wolves.
Nope, I'm not
Those
saying
things
that.
are life-ending for me.
That is internal monologue. Anyway,
Yep.
I follow.
So, as you walk inside, I'm going to go ahead and share this with you.
She's a
Very
badass.
nice.
She does.
She's
She
a
is not.
badass!
She is not in armor or with a sword. That
Oh,
is just how she is depicted in the drawing.
She
But
found
she has the
adventure.
She
long
could have
brown
armor and
hair.
a
She is
sword.
human.
Heck yeah.
And but I'm not 100% sure why they depict her like that. But they
Why
do.
does she kind of look like
Does she look
Voldemort?
Mass.
What was that, Joey?
Why does she kind of look like Voldemort?
what do you? What?
What?
What's
Uh,
wrong with Voldemort?
Oh no, I see it.
I think
Why?
Um,
face
Because
is
she's
just sort of
glaring.
flat.
I
Like,
think it's the forehead.
okay.
Anyways.
I think she looks awesome, even though she's not wearing all this stuff.
Yeah. So you walk in. She is in in similar, nicer clothing that you saw Ismark in last night. More well kept, like I said, than the other aside from the Vistani. More not brightly colored, but more colorful, nicer, a little bit finer looking than than like the barkeep. Like I said, his clothes are very bland and droll. Hers look a little bit more a little bit nicer. Not super nice by any means, but a little bit nicer. And please come in. And so as you enter, you see that the interior of this manor is well furnished. It looks very well furnished, but there are signs of wear and tear on the things. One of the things you take note of is that all of the windows are boarded up, like I said when you approached, and there are holy symbols everywhere. That you, as you walk through, as she leads you through the house, like a parlor or sitting room. Any of the places, any of the rooms that you walk past or walk through, you see holy symbols in all of them. Various holy symbols. Most notably, you see symbols of the Morning Lord, I believe is the correct symbols that you'll see. Let me find his specific symbol. And go ahead, if anybody wants to, go ahead and roll me a religion check to specifically
I've got this.
notice.
Never mind.
Nope.
So this is the symbols that you see. I'm going to pop it over to my main window so that anybody who might be watching can see what it looks like on the stream. Okay. So Hare makes sense. You don't know who that is. The rest of you, those of you who rolled above a 10, you recognize this as the symbol of the Morning Lord, or Lathander, is his other name.
I would hope that I would know this by now because it's very much a sun symbol.
How is that spelled?
Lathander. Lathander.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, not a problem. The another common symbol of it is a golden circle with a line through the middle, with a half circle across with rays coming off of it, and then two rays that go down below, like a walking up to it. That's another type of symbol that you would see of the Morning Lord. But you see more. You see this type of symbol as your. I'll send you a picture of what the other version looks like. That's just it on a flag. That's another version of the symbol that you might see on like banner or something inside the house. But you see symbols of this all over in different rooms as you continue to walk through the building. And she
Are there
leads you
symbols
into...
of other gods too? Sorry.
No, it's mainly it is mainly the Morning Lord. If I remember correctly,
Respectable.
they are...
Dedication.
Yes. Yeah. That is the primary religion of the area. Which, Mikhail, you would be aware of that. Primarily in Barovia as a whole, the Morning Lord was the primary god worshipped by Barovia as a whole. Other gods
Generally
may have been
speaking.
worshipped here and there. That's not to say other gods aren't worshipped. It's just primarily the Morning Lord is kind of the main god of the land. As you're being led through the house, there's gonna be a lot of rolling. Roll me a perception check.
All of us?
I'm so good at
Yes,
those.
Mikhail with advantage.
I'm so good at those. Super good at those.
Okay. Tharosa and Zila, you don't notice it. And actually Harrigan doesn't either.
Damn.
But Zophie and Mikhail, Mikhail, you notice the smell, and Zophie, you notice the actual look of it. As you're walking by a room, as you're kind of looking around, Zophie, you notice off in a room there's a coffin with wilted flowers around it. Presumably, that's the body. Mikhail, you smell the decay from the body. As Ismark mentioned, it's been about 3 days since he's passed. So the body has been in this coffin for 3 days in the house.
Yeah.
So it is starting to smell of decay. It's not bad, but you also notice a lot of wilted flowers that have been strewn around it. To imagine if it didn't have those, it would probably smell a lot worse. After 3 days of just sitting in a house with no care to the body. But you notice that off in one of the side rooms as you're walking through the house. It's toward the entrance, it's not deep into the house, but you notice that as you're walking through. And then she'll lead you into the sitting room. Please, take a seat. I will go and see if Ismark is free. So she'll have you take seats on the furniture, and she will go. She'll go walking out, and she'll go upstairs, and let you guys. You guys will probably sit there for 5 minutes or so. So if there's anything you want to know, 5 minutes, or you're just gonna sit there quietly. It's up to you guys. But you have about 5
You
minutes.
see Harrigan jump up beside any random one of you and kind of sit on the armrest of it, back up against the back. So, we're here to take out the body of this poor deceased man,
Apparently.
and it was because some sort of disease. Nobody else is wanting to do this.
Apparently.
I do not think that he was diseased. I think that
No, I think
the sister was diseased,
the
right?
sister.
People
And,
die of disease all the time.
Well, she seemed okay. I don't know.
It was a heart attack, he said.
Oh yeah,
His
that's right.
father.
Mhm.
So, nothing too unusual.
It happens.
Okay, so I just rolled for a random person. Zila, you just kind of see me lean into you and just be like, So is that the sister that is diseased? Should we be concerned?
I don't know. I don't know the full story.
Ah. Okay, well that makes me so much more confident in all this.
She looked okay.
Yeah, she looked fine.
So
Was she okay
I-
looking? We should say like,
Yeah. So yeah.
I assume you
um,
would have described any
I should have
weeping
hoped
sores.
that. It's been really
Yeah.
weird, yeah.
Yeah. No,
Exposed boils.
she seemed perfectly fine. To you guys
Yeah,
when you guys
okay.
came in. Didn't seem like anything was wrong.
Seemed perfect.
Um,
Seemed perfectly fine.
yeah, doesn't seem like anything was wrong with her. Didn't look like she had any type of disease or anything. At least nothing that you could see if she did. But yeah, she led you guys through. She didn't look like she was weakened. Didn't look like she wasn't coughing. Or didn't look like she was sick or anything. Looked like she was totally fine.
So is he lying to us then?
So as
Like,
you
why
guys
would he
are
see if his sister is sick?
yeah,
No?
as you guys are having this conversation, she'll come back down. Come back in and go. Ismark will be with us momentarily. He is finishing up some paperwork that he needs to do. Now that he is the burgomaster, he is busier than he used to be. Now that he has to actually. Okay.
Is she lying about paperwork? Is there something else there, perhaps?
Let me.
17 insight.
Beats it. No, she's totally telling the truth. She rolled a 17 as well, so beats it, and she's totally telling the truth.
Ties go to.
Ties go to player. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
She's
okay,
telling the truth.
okay, gotcha.
The active.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I thought you were saying reverse, which is why I was like, okay.
Oh
Reverse.
no, sorry. Yeah, means to be. So yeah, you guys, you met her DC, and she's 100. You can tell she's 100% being honest.
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
was totally with you, Tunkinus. I was like, this bitch lying.
Yeah, it's just the way you
wait a
said it. I
minute.
was like,
yeah, okay.
Hmm.
sorry.
Okay,
Anyways.
my bad.
No, you're good. You're good. Continuing
Good.
then.
But yeah, she's completely telling the truth.
All right. Well, do you know about how long he's going to be?
It shouldn't be too long. There's not much happens here day to day, but since father passed, he didn't get on top of things very quickly. So he has a couple of days worth. It should be no more than 5 or 10 minutes, probably. He's been doing it for the last, I don't know, a couple hours, I think.
As she's kind of standing here talking, I want to just not in a perverted way, but look her up and down and see if there's anything off.
Okay.
Go ahead. Just a closer inspection looking at her.
Yep. Go ahead and roll me a Perception, yeah. I was just trying to think.
Perception. Perception.
Perception.
Oh, look at you.
And I'm going to roll.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rolled a 4.
Hey.
I was like, okay, maybe. Nope, she rolled a 4. Which makes a 9.
She had a
made it.
chance.
22.
Better bonus.
She had a chance, but yeah. You notice that she has her clothing is it's not especially warm or cold, but it's a moderate temperature. But she has her shirt comes all the way up around her neck, covers up around her neck, and she looks like she's in. Her dress is very conservative,
Puppy.
which might be a little bit warm. Like I said, it's not warm, here in Barovia, especially with no sunshine and
Yeah.
being foggy and overcast all the time.
Bless you.
God bless you.
Oh.
Hashtag bless.
I was gonna try and mute, but
Hashtag
that
blessed.
came far too quickly.
Bless you. Hashtag
Thank
bless.
you. But yeah, she looks like she'd gotta be a little bit warm in what she's wearing.
Sure. Does anything about like that? Does anything like blatantly stand out as like off? Like, sure, she might be a little warm, but maybe she has poor circulation and she gets cold easy. I don't know humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering the only other really only other females you've seen are the Vistani, which dress very colorfully and flamboyant and with very like loose fitting fancy clothes. Hard to really have a good comparison.
Okay.
But it stands out like it stands out that she might be a little bit warm in what she's wearing, but it's not,
Yeah.
nothing is overly,
Yeah.
it's not like she's wearing like metal around
Yeah.
her or it's
I
not like she's
have
wearing a
no
suit of armor,
reason to be suspicious of her clothing that covers her neck that you specifically mentioned, so I don't think anything else of it.
Wait,
I'm
lass,
just
I
mentioning-
don't believe.
Smiles.
but like a turtleneck
That covers
the
her neck.
Yeah.
Smiles.
Look,
How
look,
else am I
when you
supposed to
say-
describe
when you
something that
say
covers?
that covers her neck, and we're in a setting with vampires? My brain
Like,
instantly
it's
goes
all the
there.
way-
Oh, I didn't
Come
even
on.
It's
think
all the way
about
on the
that.
sleeves.
I didn't
It's
even
all
think
the way
about
on the
that.
feet.
Whether
There's no
you
skin show
intended
whatsoever.
it or not, that's where my brain goes.
Not
So
to
it's
mention
just
that
about.
you kept on saying about an illness that can't be spread.
So it's just about the only skin
Anyway.
that's shown is like her face.
Her face and her hands, like she's not wearing gloves.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll speak up. Wait, lass, I don't believe we've gotten your name yet.
My name is Irina Koliana. I was the daughter of the burgomaster.
My condolences.
Yes, we're sorry for your loss.
Can I get that
Appreciate.
last name again?
Koliana, Kolyana.
Oh.
If you still have the picture up, it's spelled up on the picture.
Yes.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
I
I almost had it.
may be so rude. How did he pass?
He died of a heart attack, some 3 days ago.
Inside check.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was grabbing.
Yeah. The second
Did
you
he
started
die
asking
of a
that,
heart
I knew where that
attack?
was going. Did she? Fuck.
She's telling the truth. He died of a heart attack. Shortly before he died, we had a doctor come through and had warned him about his heart, but did not anticipate it happening so quickly.
Who was his doctor?
I do not know his name. He was a strange man with a monkey, though.
With a
Which-
what?
He had a monkey as a pet. It was a very cute monkey.
Odd.
It's very
It was
strange,
very cute.
actually.
It handed him his tools. It was very cute.
Oh, that is adorable.
Seen weirder things.
Looks at the bunny.
Yep. Looks in the mirror.
Mikhail,
Facts.
Mikhail, go ahead and roll me.
My
a
cat tail
nature
just flicks
check.
back and forth a couple times. Like, yeah.
We stand out in
Hey,
the
look at
crowd.
Monkeys
bit.
are not something native to Barovia
No,
at
very odd.
all. This is not a climate for a monkey.
Yeah,
So
not,
to
not
you,
really a
That
gen
would be
also.
very strange to hear of a doctor coming through with a
Yep.
monkey.
Very odd indeed. I don't think I've ever seen a monkey. That's strange.
No, I've never seen one myself either until he brought it in. It was seems to be very helpful to him.
Oh no.
He was a very kind man. But he warned my father about his heart then, and apparently it was not enough.
There's only so much to be done.
Did he happen to seem healthy before then?
He had been very healthy for most of his life. He was older. Um, both me and Kyle are, we are not children anymore. So he was not super old. He was, I think, like 62. I think he was. So older, but not impossible for something like this.
See?
Not impossible, certainly.
Not
It was
enough of a
not,
person, so.
It's not easy to see happen to your father, even if it was not adopted father.
Adopted.
Yes, I am adopted.
Nope.
I've lived here my whole life, though.
Nevertheless, I apologize for your loss.
I appreciate that. He was always so concerned about me and Ismark, making sure that we were okay and that we, grew up to be decent people.
As a father should.
Perhaps that worry got the better of him. Alexa, nobody asked you.
Alexa has something to say. She wants to roll an insight check on the DM.
She just goes, I'm not sure about that. I was like, what?
Exactly, there it is.
Alexa
Just
really out there. Insight check.
Alexa questions
Nowhere.
everything you say.
Out of nowhere. Starts rattling off the time.
Extra spoopy.
And I was like, nobody asked you. She goes, I'm not sure about that. I was like, excuse me?
Haunted.
I didn't ask you. Somebody did. It was not me.
She hears
Someone
dead
asked
people.
something.
I hear
No.
dead people. Anyways.
Well, that'll
Okay,
really throw
that
off the
was-
NSA.
Yeah, go grab a drink.
Threw me. That
Another
completely
note.
threw me for a loop.
These symbols of the Morning Lord, correct? Is that what's going on? These surroundings?
Yes, my father put them up in hopes of protecting from the beast and such that roam these lands. I do not know how long you have been here, but he believed
Not
that
long.
he believed that the symbols and that the symbols and such would be helpful to ward off the beasts that roam this land. As a form
What sort
of
of
protection.
beasts roam the land?
Wolves, primarily. That's primarily what you have to worry about here. There's a lot of wolves, as I've sure you've probably heard about. You've probably heard them at night.
I have not only heard of them, I've had them chase me down.
I can imagine so. You look like food.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Means you are a snack.
A delicious one at that, lass. Oh, you're not a lass. My
I'm
bad.
not fully a man.
Emergency rations.
I resent that.
He
A
put
very
up the,
small, rare chuckle comes from Zila.
he put up these symbols in hopes to protect from them, but shortly before his death, there were a lot more beasts around here lately. Night after night, it seemed like more and more beasts came around, and you could hear scratching on the walls and things of that
You
nature.
could see the
But
marks outside on your house. claws.
Yes. But ever since his death, they do not come anymore. We have not seen any in the last few days.
And what of the scorch marks outside?
We do not quite know. We awoke one morning to a small, well, I say small, to a fire outside of the house. But as for why, we could not find why, and no one in the village seemed to know.
Odd.
But and we have not had a chance to ask ask Lord Von Zarovich if he had heard anything or not. And ever since all of this happened, the villagers do not speak to us very much. As to why, we do not know.
Can we inside check that one?
Go ahead. She seems to be telling the truth.
Seems fine.
Let's open this check.
You sense that she's not 100% telling the truth.
Nah.
Interesting that the villagers would avoid you for some wolf attacks. Such things are common, you know, not unusual.
No, this is true, and you appear Vistani, so you would know just as much as anyone else. But ever since those nights of them coming more frequently, the villagers seem scared to come by for some reason or another. As to why, no one will tell us for sure, as no one will speak to us for the most part, unless it has to do something with the job of the burgomaster.
Do you know why your father was targeted?
As to why, I do not know. He believes that it was not him being targeted, but myself. But that is crazy talk of an old man.
You can think of no reason?
No, he was the burgomaster. He was well liked by the village. Normally the wolves, you see wolves come and go, but most would not come more than 100 or so feet from the village, unless you were out by yourself in the woods. Most would not come near the village itself.
That is true. Which is why it is so odd that they have come specifically for your house. I've heard tales of wolves as smart as men. Was there a reason for their actions that you can think of? Pertaining to you, not your father.
I do not know. Any conversation I ever had with anybody that I met, no one seems to know anything else. The once or twice I've seen the Devil Strahd, he did not seem to know or have any ideas as to why, that I can recall anyway.
You called him the Devil's Throat? Is that a common name for him here?
It is a nickname of sorts that the villagers call him. They talk about his old conquests of these lands, and his ruthlessness as a warrior. Some believe that he is the devil incarnate, and that he, that he is lording over everyone from his castle, but we do not, no one knows for sure. My father met him and seemed always very worried, but would never tell us why. So as you get done with that, you hear you hear heavier footsteps coming down the stairs. As Ismark, who looks very tired and slightly hungover, which you imagine probably didn't help him get his paperwork done any quicker.
Wow.
What?
It's
No.
It
That
is
helps
fine.
with paperwork.
Totally.
He comes walking down, and as he sees you, he smiles and says, "Friends, welcome. Welcome to my home. I guess this is my home now. Welcome to our home. Better way. Our home."
Very
I,
kind of you.
I apologize, it is not in better condition, but it has been a long few days, as you can imagine.
We can.
And he'll turn to Irina and go, "Irina, should you not be resting? You were been sick." She goes, "Ismark, I am fine. There is nothing wrong. You need to stop worrying. We have more important things to worry about." He just goes, "Fine, fine." He, um, friends, did you consider my favor? My request?
We're here, right?
I believe we're willing to help.
Wonderful, wonderful. Irina, could you go make sure that the coffin is sealed so that we can begin transport it?" And she gives him a side eye of, "Why are you making me do this?" And he just smiles big at her, and she walks away to go take care of it. And I am going to mute this for a second.
Mm-hmm.
So as she walks away, goes, I thank you, friends, for coming to help. We have not had much luck getting." He's whispering this, not whispering, but just slightly above a whisper to keep out of earshot of her. And he goes, "I appreciate you coming to help. The villagers have not been much help, as I explained to you yesterday. The with the attacks and such that we had, the villagers stay away. They believe that we are cursed, or have some type of reason for these attacks, though none have happened since father passed away. So we do not know why they continue to believe so."
So, are you cursed or no?
Are we cursed? No. Our father believed that Irina might be, but we he could not know for sure. All he knew is that all he seemed to know is that the Count had a fascination with her, always asking how she was doing every time that they met.
The Count's
Hmm.
interest is never a good sign.
I would agree, and so did our father, but Irina does not seem to think so. You can, I
Hmm.
mean, for point of note, Irina is a very beautiful young woman. For point of note. Um, she believes that it is just a sign of him being polite, and him being, you know, attracted by her beauty, as she says.
Do you know of who her biological parents are? You don't know for certain that this Strahd isn't, in fact, her real father, do you?
No, 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 no. She is. We do not know for sure uh, who her who her parents were, and neither does she. Uh, but she is of no relation to Count. That's much we are sure.
Hmm.
Insight?
Go ahead, roll insight.
That's a very
God
confident
damn
DM
it.
sound of there's
Yeah.
nothing here.
Yeah, yeah.
Even with an
Oh
11,
well.
he is 100% being honest.
Yeah, well, okay. Worth
I
a
mean, it's
shot.
worth rolling insight. You never know.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not a
But
bad
yeah, no,
guess.
he seems to be 100% telling you the truth. They do not know. All they know for sure is that she is not related to Strahd.
Okay, well, fair enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we are going to take the coffin to the graveyard.
Uh,
Is that the plan?
Yes.
um, yes, we need to bury my father, or our father, I guess. Um, as I'm sure you can tell, it does not smell great in here anymore. Um, he needs a proper burial, uh, to be at rest.
Question for
Uh,
DM: is there any significance behind him saying "my father"?
this
Or is
slip of the tongue of the DM.
okay? I figured, but
Not, I shouldn't say slip of the tongue. Um, not slip of the tongue is not the word I'm looking for. Um, just a
Misspeaking.
misspeaking. Thank you. That's where. Yeah, just a misspeak on my part. He should have said our. He didn't.
okay,
It's just a misspeak on my part.
okay, carry on.
I mean, she is adopted.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he.
Yeah, but
I
I
mean,
adopted
don't know.
people
Easy.
can still call someone a father,
Yeah, you
even
can
if
still
they're not
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
related.
just a
Well, and she's been calling him father, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Yeah.
the but yes, we would wish to take his body up to the church in the north of town to Father Donovich to uh have a proper burial. Uh,
Well, I don't know if I'll be much use lifting a casket, but I can help you folk.
he kind of looks at you and goes, "I imagine not,
See,
but I am capable of carrying as well and helping." And excuse me, goodness. He like he's now that you've seen him like in not sitting around in a tavern and drinking, he looks to be like a fairly strong individual. He's not scrawny or malnourished by any means. Nobody's really looked malnourished. Um, but he looks fairly sturdy. Like he looks like he's got some muscle on him. He looks like he is not opposed to doing physical labor. So I
Alright.
can certainly help.
Is there a timeline we are going to do this, like soon or like at the end of the day?
I mean, the sooner we can do it, the better to prevent more unfortunate smell from being here. We can do it sooner. It would be helpful.
I mean, we can't do it now.
Certainly, we can do that.
It is ready.
And so he'll lead you in there, and Irina has, made sure that the coffin is nailed shut, and everybody roll me investigation checks. Mikhail with advantage.
Ooh.
That's a nat 20.
All right.
You know, I got a 10 and an 11.
No, that's not bad.
Nat 20. Nope.
Those that rolled higher than 15, which is everybody but Mikhail and Drosta, there are far more nails in this coffin than there normally would be in a coffin. Like,
Huh.
a lot of nails in this coffin.
I mean, we did fight undead as the first thing we encountered here.
It's just normal, probably.
Yeah,
Is
there
it,
are far more nails.
yeah. Sorry, are undead a common thing around here?
Not normally, but it is not impossible. But
Are
we
grave
also
robbers a concern?
grave robberies, that I do not know too much of. I have not heard much, at least not in this village. But
Sorry,
more
it just
we
seems like you're very it's a lot of nails.
This seems a little overkill.
it is better safe than sorry. Do you not agree?
Effective.
Plus, we built it ourselves, and it's not as easy to build a coffin as you think.
Right.
You could tell some of the, while there's a lot of nails in there, there's also some nails that are like bent, like they did not do.
Is it?
So it looks like maybe they went a little overboard just because they
DIY
weren't
coffin.
sure,
Is
but
it
also
more like
more than
shoddy
needed for that.
workmanship kind of
No,
deal?
it's not shoddy workmanship. It's more of Irina probably wanted to help him do this, and has probably not very familiar with nailing a bunch of wood together like he would be, so he probably tried to help her. Didn't always do a great job, and and also in addition to more nails than needed because of potential undead. So it looks like a combination of both as to why there's so many nails.
Helping.
Yeah. She wanted to help bury her dad and make his coffin, so she tried.
How very sweet.
Is the coffin like just like wood, or is it like got
It is
symbols
just
on
a
it
very
at all?
plain. It is a very plain wooden rectangular box. There's nothing fancy about it. It is just a very plain rectangle, just bare wood.
Okay.
Looks like he probably went out, cut down a tree, and they made the coffin. It doesn't look incredibly shoddy. It doesn't look exquisite. It's not professionally made by any means. He's not a professional woodworker, and neither is Irina.
Work
but
coffin.
It's well enough. It does its job.
It's
It'll work.
made with love.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look ugly. It just looks not professional.
Yeah.
Made with care.
It's very obviously homemade. But it doesn't look like they just threw it together in a hurry. looks like they did take time with it.
Okay.
So,
All
but
right.
yeah. So basically, it's better safe than sorry. So if you
Then.
are
All right.
if you are ready, we can get this taken
We
care of,
are
and
ready to go. Let's do it.
we'll take this to Father Donovich. So, all right. So who all is going to actually help carry this coffin?
Not
I can help.
me. I will
How much does
guide
the coffin
someone.
weigh?
Well, considering the burgomaster's probably like I mean he's a full-grown male.
man.
He's probably like 180, 190, somewhere in there.
Okay.
I
Um,
will.
the
I
wood
can
is
use 2
hard.
psionic points to use telekinetic hands and increase how much I can carry with it up to 200.
It
And
probably
if other
weighs.
people
Yeah.
are helping like carry it already, she can assist in it using
Average coffins between 150 and 280 pounds. So
Yeah,
like
and
if
I'd
people
say
are
since
carrying
it's
it,
probably not, it's not ornate. It's just thrown together. It's probably closer to like 200-pound coffin. It's a fairly heavy coffin because it's solid wood, and full of a bunch of metal nails, more than necessary. Which in and of itself, a nail's not much, but when you put 100 plus of them together in a piece of wood,
oh yeah. It
well,
adds up a
I'm
little
just
bit.
it adds
saying,
up a little bit.
whoever's actually
You can
going to be
assist.
physically, if anyone's physically carrying, I think I
I'm
could
fine.
argue an assist
help
here.
with
If
it.
you want me to use like psionic points with this assist too, I can. I'm
I'm-
just saying.
Without spending psionic points, I can help with 102 pounds.
I mean, between all of you guys carrying it, you guys can lift. This is not a skill check. This is just. I'm just
Oh.
asking who's helping carry it. This is all.
Do we drop the coffin?
Okay.
It's very important to know this information.
Because
I
you've got him helping carry it, which he's physically capable of doing it.
yeah.
Irina is not going to help.
I
She'll
make it.
carry some flowers but she's not helping carry the coffin itself. But I'm just asking who's helping.
I will help.
I will telepathically help, and it feels 100 pounds lighter, 102 pounds, but like 100 pounds lighter from my help. It's like
Okay.
there's not even a body in there.
And if I use my point and do it as well, you guys just basically guide
Don't spend
the thing.
points. That's
It's a
silly.
short rest. It's fine. Whatever.
Don't spend points.
Spend the points.
Don't spend
You
the
can
points.
carry it without
I'm
your
a
points.
strong
It's
boy.
okay.
Ismark is strong enough.
I'm relatively strong. I'm average strength. It's okay.
The roast is strong. We can do it working
I have
together.
some strength in these
Fine, I get the
muscles.
door for
I
everyone.
will,
Alright.
even
Thank you.
though the
Very
roll
helpful.
doesn't matter, I will be casting guidance on Dodosta, just like, here, I'm helping.
Perfect.
That's cute.
Excellent.
I get the door for.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
So as you whoa, I move my map around. So as you guys carry this, you carry this coffin through the streets. It is the middle of the day, but so there are a few Barovians here and there, but not too many of them out and about. They look at you guys and they look at you with this look of both curiosity at the look of all of you, because aside from Mikhail,
Let's
none
be
of you
real.
look like, aside from Mikhail, Irina, and Ismark, and they know Ismark and Irina, but aside from Mikhail, none of you look like you belong here.
Yeah, that's accurate.
And so, and as you walk through the city, everybody that you see is all human.
Hmm.
So you definitely stand out being your various races.
Yeah.
And so they look at you with a curiosity, and with also a sense of fear, but also sadness, because they did know the burgomaster. So, knowing that he's died, they do look, with like a bit of mourning look,
Sayud.
but also a little bit of fear over seeing all of them out and about. But you already were aware that that was how they were being treated by the villagers. So you don't need to roll to see that.
Yeah.
So, as you make your way through the street, you pass by the house again. You still hear wailing and crying from inside the house as you pass by it. Point of note, it's been like a couple hours that you've been at their house talking, getting prepped, coming out. It's been probably not couple hours. It's probably been like an hour. So maybe an hour 15, hour 20 from the time you've passed this house, and they're still crying and wailing from inside this house.
How do you guys feel about me pulling a little bit of shenanigans real quick?
You're free to do what you want to do.
All right, so I would like to casually step away, hopefully without anyone noticing, invisibility, and I want to run over to the house real quick.
Let's
Uh,
roll active
Roll a
stealth.
stealth check to sneak away from everybody before they see you.
Yeah. Stealth, please.
My passive is 14.
Are you gonna do anything about it?
Where are you going?
I'll be just a moment. I want to check something out, and
We're
without
kind of in
making
the middle of.
no words.
No one else notices that he disappears. Even Adrena and Eastmark, they don't notice. You beat their passives.
I said that out loud.
Okay. Does anybody else take note of this? That's also another thing.
I
I
look-
imagine Zila would.
Zila looks and just goes, I don't care.
Yeah, that's fair.
Irina and Eastmark they're too distracted by what's happening for them to notice.
All right.
But it's up to Mikhail and
Whatever.
Zrosta if they would take note of it. I know
I'm
Zrosta's not
carrying
here
this
at the moment.
coffin. I'm sort of distracted, I think.
I gotta help make this thing lighter. Telepathy, whatever. Don't get yourself killed.
I'll do my
Okay.
best.
All right.
Don't need another body.
All right, Joey, what are we
Okay.
doing?
All right, so I'm running up to the house. I'm gonna cast invisibility as
Also
stealthily
carrying
as I
Captain
can.
Busy.
I want to step through the door.
You go to the door and the door's locked.
Shit. I spend an action and thieves' tools. Try to unlock
Okay,
it.
roll me a check. Let's go check.
Huh.
That is not enough to open that lock.
Damn it. This motherfucking
It
why
didn't
did they
break
make them so
anything,
complex?
so you're welcome to try again. It's just gonna take more time.
Alright, we'll try again. God damn it rolled off the screen. I swear to God it rolled a nat 20.
That's unfortunate.
Fortunate. That sucks.
That's
Well,
unfortunate.
It did it again! Okay, what did it roll? A 7. Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't have to
That
deal
one
with that.
didn't count.
There it is.
Hey.
Son of
All
a
right.
motherfucking... There we go.
20. All right, that is easily enough to, you fiddle with the tools a little bit, and you hear a click, and the door opens, and it is dark inside.
Just want to point
Um,
out, it's broad daylight.
You hear
He's invisible.
the crying has much louder now that you are inside the house. And as you look, just from what you can see, it is dark in here, and you don't have dark vision, so it's not easy for you to see in here. What you can see, even just a little bit of light that comes in from the door, and there's like one lamp that's burning. It looks like it's low on oil, so it's giving just a little bit of light inside. And you can see the reason you could not see through the windows is because they were boarded over from the inside, with the curtain between them, so it doesn't look like they're boarded over from the outside. But you hear the crying upstairs. But other than that, it looks like a normal house inside. It is
Okay.
a 2-story house. There's a stairwell just off to your left to go up to the second story, and it just looks like a normal house.
Okay, before I start taking any steps into this house, I got a couple of questions, DM. Invisibility will
Mhm.
not affect my familiar, will it?
No,
Okay.
because it's a separate entity.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's fair. Second question, does it look like the house is like really dusty, like no one's been there for a minute?
So it looks dusty, but not because nobody's been there for a minute. It looks like it's just not being cared for a few days. Like it's
Okay,
not
so this is
like
what I'm gonna do.
this is not like Durst Manor, where when it became so disheveled that it looked like it was layers of dirt and dust. This looks like it just has a layer of dust on things, like it hasn't been maintained for a few days.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the shield off of my back, and standing it upright so it's thin, I'm gonna close the door up against the shield, making sure it doesn't actually close all the way. There's just that little bit of gap, so it can't close. Second of all, I'm gonna send my familiar upstairs, and I'm going to perceive through my familiar's eyes and senses. And with that, I don't know if you have the sheet up, but it has dark vision 120, passive perception of 13.
Okay.
Flyby, the owl doesn't provoke attack of opportunities when it flies out of an enemy's reach. It has advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or sight.
Okay.
And with that, I'm gonna send it up the stairs and try to locate where this wailing is coming from, trying to do it as stealthily as it can, as a +3 to stealth.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20 for stealth.
All right, that's
Okay.
an 18.
18. All right. So as it flies up there, you tell it to find the crying. You go it flies up, and it flies into um a bedroom that looks to be a child's. And you see this older woman. um I shouldn't say older. She looks older, but she's probably not much older than her 40s. um and she is sitting in the middle of the floor crying, holding a doll.
Right. Okay. Well,
That's not creepy.
okay. I know all of my senses are kind of controlled by the owl right now, but can I, as Harrigan, cast a spell
Not through
You
through
have
myself,
to.
as myself?
as yourself. Yes, you could, because your voice and touch are not. It's just your hearing and sight that are in the familiar. It'd be like a weird out of body experience, but yes, you could technically.
Keep in mind, invisibility is concentration. If you cast another concentration spell, it will drop.
It's fair. That is very fair. And this is a
If the
concentration
spell has a
spell.
target, then you need line of sight a lot of the time.
Correct.
I was thinking detect magic.
Ah,
Yeah, it's concentration. And most of the time you can cast a spell through familiars, but the idea is you have to touch the familiar with the spell first, and then the familiar delivers it. Does that sound right, Megan?
Um,
I think it
I'm
varies.
I
less
couldn't find
sure of
anything
that in
about it.
5e.
I didn't
Class.
find anything about that when I was looking up familiar stuff for.
Maybe that's only certain classes
That's
or
I think it's
Pathfinder,
a
but-
class specific thing.
I mean, there
I
are
think I
spells
could
that you
be
can like cast on your familiar that then they can do stuff with, but those are like specific spells
Okay.
that are like you cast on another creature. I mean,
Maybe it's more
you know.
Pathfinder I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at.
So
No, wait. Finally, when you cast a spell with a range of touch, your familiar can deliver that spell as if it had cast the spell. Your
A
familiar
range
must
of
be within 100 feet of you and must use its reaction to deliver the spell when you cast it. If the spell requires an attack roll, use your attack roll modifier. It's
Fair
at the very
enough.
bottom of the spell find familiar.
okay, cool.
Oh,
Haha.
I
I'm
must have
assuming this
looked.
is
I
find
must
familiar.
have. Oh, yeah. I must have. Yeah, it is. It functions as find familiar. I must have
Yeah.
overlooked that. That's my bad.
So wait.
Nope.
So if I have like shocking grasp or something, I could use my familiar to cast that.
Technically speaking, yes.
The idea
Okay.
you have to touch your
No.
familiar with it first.
Your familiar must be within 100 feet of you. So
Oh.
when you cast a spell with range of touch, your familiar can deliver the spell as if it had cast the spell. Your familiar
Huh.
must be within 100 feet of you and use its reaction to deliver the spell when you cast it.
Neat.
Yeah.
So it
So it's
sounds
not
like
an infinite range.
no,
It just
just if
basically
they're
gives you
100
a
feet
range to
away.
your touch attack, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
but with your familiar.
All right. So
Which then,
there's
of
a
course, puts them in
spooky,
danger.
weird
Yeah. Must
situation
have
with
missed that,
this
huh?
older lady with a doll crying. The house is boarded up. Everyone's walking away. I'm by myself.
Yeah, this is a smart choice.
I'm
you made.
not
Continue.
gonna fuck with this.
Yep.
I'm not gonna continue with this. I really just wanted to see kind of what was going on there.
I mean, you're welcome to do whatever you choose. She does not. She doesn't notice the owl at all. She's just sitting in a room crying, and it's not like. So, let me be clear. It is not wailing like a. It's not wailing as in like a banshee wailing type of thing. She's just straight crying. It's wailing as in she's just incredibly sad.
That
over something.
almost makes it weirder.
I'm just wanting to clarify that it is not some
I
like
kind of
creepy
imagined,
otherworldly sobbing. She is just crying. I just want to make that clear. I don't
Take
care what you
that
do
L.
with it. I don't care what you do with it. You could completely ignore it for all I care. I just want to make sure that that is not something that you think of like.
It's a wise choice to not buy
Okay,
yourself in there.
You know, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start
Mhm.
propping open the door a little bit more, making an escape ready. And I want to command the owl to just kind of flap there in the doorway and kind of hoot, try to get her attention.
So if you do that, she will look up at it, and like she'll kind of stifle her crying for a second, and give it a kind of an odd look, and then continue crying for about a minute or so of looking at it very confusedly as to why there's an owl inside her house. She'll just start crying again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not
All the
openly
fuck.
hostile, I guess. But
No, she hasn't.
know-
She literally has not moved from the spot holding this doll.
Walking away.
yeah, you know,
No,
This
you've
is-
made a
this is
smart
great.
choice. Press
This
your
is-
luck.
this is all very interesting information, but I'm gonna command the familiar to fly back with me, and I'm gonna calmly exit as best as I can, lock the door behind me,
Okay.
and catch up.
Okay. Roll me a straight dex check to see if you can lock this.
All right. Ah, god damn it! I have to deal with this
Thieves'
thing
tools are
again.
good for opening doors, not necessarily for closing them.
Yeah.
That's a save. That was not a check.
Come on, your
Oh.
deck should be good.
Okay, well, come on.
So it'll be what,
I've
2 lower?
dealt with this before.
There you go. I'll go ahead
All right.
and give you the reroll there.
All right,
Yeah,
all
so
right.
you shut it and lock it back up. And aside from seeing a random owl flying in her house, she is none the wiser.
Okay, well, with this owl kind of just perched on my shoulder weirdly, I'll run back up to the group, not really thinking about the fact that I'm still invisible. Just kind of go, I checked on the lady who was crying like a little baby, and oh, it was a weird sight. She had a doll. She was crying in a room by herself, and all of the boards were.
Who is to us right now?
So when you
talking?
start speaking out of nowhere, Irina is going to jump just a little bit because of a random voice in the middle of nowhere.
Oh,
Are you a
I'm so
ghost?
sorry, lass. And I'll snap, and the invisibility
Oh, that is
drops.
better.
Oh, oh,
You could do that before you approach.
I'm sorry. I don't really think things through that well. You know, I'm
Obviously.
kind of tired of running to catch up. I'm just gonna. And he leaps up onto the coffin. Oh, I need to catch my breath. Oh, thank you
That's a
for carrying me.
question.
Uh,
How much
roll,
do you
feel like this is
weigh?
a little bit
roll me,
uncouth because
roll
it's
me
a
an
dead body.
roll me insight check when you do that. When you jump up
Insight?
onto this coffin. Yes.
Insight? Okay.
No,
God damn it, it was a 13.
You
It was
think
a
there's
13.
nothing wrong with the fact that you jumped on top of a dead guy's coffin.
You know
question.
what? It works. It
DM.
works.
Yes.
Question that
Yes.
well, have fun. How much does the Harengon weigh?
I don't know how much does the Hare weigh.
Okay, okay.
Because you're small.
I think I have this written in
I don't
here.
remember how much you put on your sheet that you weigh. Maybe we have it in your sheet, I think.
don't see a weight.
No, well, there's a weight. It's in your under your notes thing, but I thought on your sheet that you sent me, I thought you had a weight.
Okay, let's do it like this. BMI of a 3'5" human.
But rabbits are
I know, but like it's the best we're gonna get.
It's a starting point.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
starting
yeah,
point.
yeah.
Yeah, they
that's
really
not-
don't mention how much they weigh, do they?
Yeah, they
No,
really
they don't. But I mean, you're going to be your bones are going to be lighter. I imagine.
DM, how do you
Rabbit
feel
bones are not
about
very-
just saying like 60 pounds?
Sure, it's your character.
Okay, let's go with
Mm.
60 pounds.
Wait.
That sounds good.
With all my equipment, that sounds fine.
Technically, Raw tells me I can't pick you up because you're not an object. So Raw says I can't do it till level 5. But thematically, I try to use the coffin gets heavier
what?
as I try to push you off.
You know what? I'll allow it for this roleplay instance. Go ahead. I'll allow it because it's funny.
As I get up there, I'll like kind of lean over and be like, and I'll
You get
tap.
up. The
I'll tap the
coffin.
ghost.
The coffin gets a
Guidance.
bit heavier as you feel what almost feels just like a large ethereal hand just pick you up by your scruff and just place you off on the ground.
Whoa, what is this? Hey, what was that? I was trying to
Tequila
catch my breath.
muscles.
Stop
That
moving
is
so fast.
That
Little
is this
legs.
man's coffin. You cannot just jump onto the coffin and the rest there. That is weird.
Okay, I apologize, and I'll jump on. I imagine Mikael is the biggest person amongst us. I'll jump
I
up
think
on
so.
your
Out of your
shoulders.
party,
How
I
tall
think
is
so.
he, though? Yeah.
I respect Mikael too much to allow that to happen.
I'm already carrying this man's coffin. Can we not?
I just need a
Lord.
break. I need to catch my breath. I've been running for so long. It's just
That's
Why
right.
are
You
you running?
What is
legs.
what is your
Where did
movement?
you
I had to
go?
catch up to you.
Your movement is-
That's what I was doing. I was checking out the wailing lady's place, and it was very creepy. She had the doll, and I understand now. It's really rude of me. I'll hop off the back real quick. Yeah.
You-
Can we stop moving so fast? God damn it! Short legs, short legs. The lady is older, kind of like mid-40s. She was crying over a doll. That was all that she was doing, and I had my familiar hoot at her. She didn't seem all that perturbed. So I don't know, but yes, let's continue on with this. I don't care anymore.
So when you say that, Irina goes, "Oh, you mean Mad Mary?" And Ismark goes, "Irina, you know how I feel about using people's names like that." And she just
She
kind of
seems quite
waves her
mad.
hand, like brushes him off. So yeah, so she says, "Oh, you mean Mad Mary?" That's what she says. So I don't know if any of you respond to that, but that's what she says.
Who is Mad Mary?
She is her name is Mary.
I would hope so.
Presumably.
Yeah.
She said something crazy about her daughter being her daughter. She has a daughter named Truda. Awful name for a child, if you ask me. That she kept basically locked away in her room all the time. That about, I don't know, around the same time that our father passed, she disappeared for some reason. Nobody knows why. They found her window open. We assume that she ran away. I can't say I blame her. And Ismark goes, "Irina, enough."
It's
She's
quite a
like, "What? I'm
coincidence.
just telling the truth." And he just kind of
No.
shakes his head like,
Well-
yeah.
It is a little bit concerning that she is just up there crying in the room.
And with a doll, no less.
Like, someone should go
It's-
help her eat and stuff.
We have tried to approach her before. People have tried to go and knock on her door, and she never lets anyone in. I don't know how you got in, but
Oh,
never
don't
lets
worry about
anyone
that.
in.
How did you get in?
Don't worry about that.
Why? Did you break into the house?
No, never. I'll roll deception.
I was gonna say,
Roll a deception check.
No,
Ismark is
of course
gonna.
not. I would never roll
well,
a
Okay,
four.
what did I roll?
I believe everything ever say
I
ever.
I rolled a 16 off of the fucking table. God
Can I
damn
roll
it.
insight on
Well,
that too?
gotta roll on the
Oh yeah,
table.
certainly. Wow.
No one believes me. Yeah, rightly
My
so.
shitty fire
Oh
roll.
no. Irina and Ismark believe you wholeheartedly.
Good for
Oh my
them.
god.
They rolled a 1 and a
Wait.
2.
No
Incredible.
way.
They
Yes.
rolled a
Brilliant.
1 and a 2.
my
I'm not kidding.
I fooled the only people who matter.
They believe you wholeheartedly. There is no way you would break
Believe
into
it or
that
not, the door was
house.
unlocked.
Not
Okay.
at all. You know what? I'm gonna turn this on so you can see my rolls, because it's better if you can see my rolls.
Sure.
Because then you guys can see if I roll. You can see when things like that happen.
Sure.
So
I
it's
appreciate
more
it.
fun.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, so they believe you wholeheartedly. The rest of your party, not so much. Or I should say, the rest of the group, not necessarily your party.
We will talk about this later.
Side note, Tenkano, so this is why I chose one level of rogue. I love doing this sort of stupid shit. Anyways,
So-
continuing on.
Yep. By the time you get back to them, they are past the tavern's cutoff there. So they made quite a ways in that time you were in there. You were in there for probably a good 15 minutes between picking the lock twice and then trying to make your way in quieter and scoping out and such.
Oh, we aren't messing around. The coffin is heavy, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it takes time.
Yeah.
So by the time you get done with this whole conversation, you're approaching the church. And so as you get up there, atop a slight rise against the roots of the pillar stones that support Castle Ravenloft, which you can see up above, stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church is very clearly been assaulted by all manner of beasts. And it has very much so taken a toll on the outside of this house, outside of this church. You can see scratch marks, burn marks. You see where new wood has replaced pieces that have very obviously been broken and replaced. You can see pieces where there's patches of new wood, versus the older wood that looks like it's been there for a long time. A bell tower rises toward the back, and a flickering light shines through holes in the roof. As you approach, and as you get up closer to it, you see the big, like, these are big wooden doors. These are probably like 10 feet tall, big double doors, that are blackened with fire and claw marks all across them, but are still holding strong to the front of the church.
Is the father expecting us?
I not believe so. Ismark, did you let him know? Because I knew there was something else I was supposed to do last night.
Oh no.
Noise.
Oops.
And she gives us this look of, I can't believe you, and and then continues on. So she'll go up and knock on the door, and give me a quick second here, and I will bring up the map of the church.
Map of church. Woo.
Yeah, we
Question
have a
for the
map of church.
DM.
Yes, sir.
Was there perhaps like a fireplace in the house that I definitely legally stepped through?
Uh-huh.
Sorry, say that again. Ow, I just bit my tongue.
Oh no.
Don't bite your tongue.
Was there a
That's not-
fireplace in that house?
I mean, yeah, there'd be a fireplace on the wall.
Okay. Okay.
Ow, that hurt. I don't even know how I did that. I'm not even like eating or chewing anything. I just bit my tongue. Ow. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get the map. Excuse me. Up here for you. Okay. We should be good to go. Okay.
Whoa.
Oh. Okay.
Darkness.
Wait for it.
Let me get your tokens on the board.
It's huge again.
Yeah.
This
it
should not
really
be
is.
huge. This is a base game map. You just might have to scroll out. I don't know why it's loading them so huge, but
When it loaded for me, the window
I
was
see something.
big
I
enough.
see it. There it is.
Oh, okay, we're good.
Okay. Oof.
Oh yeah, there it is.
There I am.
I
Look at your
don't
little
see
bunny face.
anything.
Oh, there we are.
Yep, I'm getting everybody
Aha, there
Just
I
keep
am.
scrolling. It'll happen eventually. Yeah.
put on
Okay, fixed.
The map.
You gotta do the
There you go.
little arrow thing again if it's still weird for you.
Okay.
Mhm.
So as you walk up there, okay, that's actually working. Imagine that.
Crazy.
Yes.
I know it's so crazy when maps work like they're supposed to.
Mhm.
Knock on the door, and you don't hear anything come in. But does anybody want to try the door? Oh,
I'm holding a coffin, so I mean, no.
I will telekinetically
Uh,
attempt to push open the door.
Aren't you also carrying it, technically?
I am, but I can release that, and it
No,
gets a little heavier on him.
Oof.
I have nothing to do, man.
All right, you can do it. You can do it. I'm sorry.
I would like to
Zero
try
do
to
the doors.
telekinetically open the door. Thank you very much.
okay. Yep, you can open the door.
Okay, it opens.
And it is relatively dark.
Disheveled.
From what you can see, and it is a bit disheveled inside.
Huh.
But you you do hear that there is somebody inside the church.
To say it's quite unsettling that you can move things without even touching them. Who amongst you is doing that? Is it you green folk?
I'm breaking stuff. DM, I'm breaking stuff.
What did you?
Both of them.
They both can.
Okay.
What do you mean
Letting
you're
into
breaking
this.
Yes,
stuff?
we both can. Sorry, I tried to move and it did something weird in the app.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
So as you go, Irina will kind of go in the front. Ismark will fall behind. He'll tell you, go ahead and excuse me. Go ahead and we'll set the coffin down over here for the moment while we go speak to the
All
father.
right then.
Is it
Alright.
There's no need to
always
bring
look this bad in here?
It has for some time, yes.
Ah,
For at
I've
least
been
the
to
last
several
year or
temples,
so.
and this is pretty rough.
So yeah, you guys should be able to move and look.
mm-hmm.
Can
Can
we
you
now?
link
Okay,
the
that's
map
what I
again.
tried to
If the
do.
coffin has not been put down, yes, I can move. So okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So
DM, could you link me the map again?
oh, yep.
I accidentally X'd out and anyway,
No problem.
now I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
So as you come in, those of you who can see in here, because it is dark,
Mhm.
the doors open to reveal a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall leading to a brightly lit chapel. The hall itself is unlit and smells of mildew. 4 doors, 2 on each side of the hall, lead to adjacent chambers. You can see that the chapel is strewn with debris, and you hear a soft voice reciting prayers. So as you guys walk up and in, whoop! I grabbed Kyle. Oops.
Fine. I'm walking in blindly. I'm with the coffin, so wherever that's going is where I'm going.
The
I can't
coffin.
see shit.
Ismark told you to leave the coffin outside.
Oh, okay.
But you can see ahead, like you can see the
Yes.
brightly lit chapel. And
Okay. Well, then
Ismark
I'm just...
and
Are
and
there
Arena
candles
are
in
just
here
walking
at all?
in.
Sure.
In the main entrance hall,
Just want to see.
there's like a there looks to be like there was a chandelier up above, or like a like a hanging chandelier with candles, but there are no candles in it anymore. They've all since melted. But as you come in, you are greeted by the sight of a man up at the front, who is kneeling in front of the altar and praying. As you come into the chapel area is in shambles, with overturned and broken pews littering the floor. Dozens of candles mounted in candlesticks and candelabras light every dusty corner in a fervent attempt to rid the chapel of any shadow, which, unfortunately, limitations of the program, there's shadow all over it, but that's beside the point. At the far end of the church sits a claw-scarred altar, behind which kneels a priest in soiled vestments. Next to him hangs a long, thick rope that stretches up into the bell tower. As you walk in, from beneath you, you hear, "Father, I'm starving."
What in the hell was that?
Are you just asking each other, or are you asking the priest? He's up here, like behind the altar, kneeling.
I am
praying.
asking out loud to any fucking soul that can hear me. I am looking for answers.
I am wondering the same thing. Also, like, is he like paying attention to us, or like is he just like still praying?
He is very much so in this prayer, but it is barely over a whisper. You can't make out what he's saying. It's so quiet. You can just, it's almost just like a droning sound in the background. It's so quiet and inaudible.
Hello?
He does not seem to pay you a ton of mind.
I'll look toward Eastmark and Irina, like, is that the father?
Yes, that is Father Donovich.
Is he all right?
In a sense, yes. He has been... He has his good days and his bad days. This appears to be a bad day.
Do you know what that voice was?
For sure, no, I do not. And
Hmm.
he looks to Irina and he goes, I have no idea. I have not been in here for some time. I have not left the house in some time.
But sorry.
I'll walk a little bit further.
Father, we have need of your services.
Yeah, yes. Yes, but what can I help you with?
There is a burial for their father.
Yeah, yes. It does sound like this. That's why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You can
Your
tell his
whispers
voice
are cutting out a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me
Try
change
to
the sensitivity so it
project,
does.
or try to project the whisper,
Or
just
just
like
Okay.
a little bit like this.
Stage
just do
whisper.
ASMR.
There, I'll do it this way too, and that might help too. Yeah, yes. Are you referring to Leon, the minister?
Yes.
Yes, he is 3 days dead.
I see. And you can tell his voice is very hoarse, and very weak, and his his eyes are swollen, and bloodshot. And yeah, he looks like he looks like he is he looks like he has been crying for some time. And from underneath your feet again you hear, "Father, there are more people now. I'm hungry."
Harrigan just goes, "Nope, I'm out. No, I'm not dealing with this." No.
Yeah, I wonder about that, but I would also like to get this burial done with first, if we can get that done with.
Yes.
Oh, what? Who is that?
What is that?
What
Yeah,
is
what the
that?
dope is that?
Who is that?
Nothing you need to worry about. Nothing of concern.
I think someone telling us that they are hungry is a bit of a concern. You said it came from below us.
It comes from below you.
There's no obvious down, is there?
Nope, there is not.
Question.
Yes, answer.
I
Possibly.
tried. I'm going to 20 feet away, I believe. Attempt to slide the altar with telekinesis. Does it budge?
What's the limit of your telekinesis?
102 pounds currently.
It does not move.
Interesting.
It is a stone altar.
That is fair.
Holy shit.
So I'm just like,
Does it like vibrate any, or is it just like
Nope.
stationary?
It is stationary. It is sitting there. It is a solid stone altar. The altar is probably a good 6 feet long and probably 3 feet tall of solid stone. So you imagine this
that's
probably weighs a couple 100 pounds.
like looking towards the ground. You're not getting any.
You do not
Shoot
get a
them!
response.
Are you even edible as a slime person?
That's a
I don't think we want to find out.
that.
Good question.
Terrifying question.
I'm just curious. I don't know.
Yes, I can. I can.
Don't hurt your voice to do this voice.
No, that's me. That's me playing him. That's him
Okay, good.
coughing
Okay.
because his voice.
Oh,
No,
Making
I'm
sure.
fine. My
Okay,
voice is fine.
okay.
Good to go.
That's him trying to get words out. He goes, I can help with the burial. Do it today. I could. We could bury them at dawn, if that will work.
That's fine. We cannot do this right now.
I mean, the body's already here.
And as he tries to stand up, he immediately falls back to his knees as he is too weak to stand up in his current state.
Give him one of those.
He
good
tries to like pull
bears.
himself up on the altar.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I want to
What?
see how this plays out.
I didn't hear what you said.
Just debating giving him a good berry or not. I mean, how long do they last? Is it possible we would have ate them all?
They last for
Like 24 hours, right?
If we had one each, I doubt it.
I don't know how
Yeah,
long
but
the
it's-
magical effect of the spell lasts in the
Up to
berry.
10 berries appear in your hand infused with magic for the duration. Duration is
No, the potency, the berries lose their potency if they're not consumed within 24 hours.
Ah,
Oh,
shit. I will hesitantly start walking up. Father. Wait, sorry.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
Oi,
Sluggish.
Father, I've got something that might help you out a little bit, and I'll hand him 2 good berries. He just seems like he might need it. These'll,
Overdose of good berries.
help you feel a little better. You seem a little weak.
Okay, he'll take him. He will eat both of them, not knowing what they are. But trusting that he knows Irina and Ismark, so he trusts that if you're traveling with him, he trusts you. But he'll eat both of them. He doesn't know any better. And he does get a little bit of his strength back. He enough that he can stand up, at least shakingly, but he can at least stand up now. But he still looks a little bit haggard. And he looks very much so like he's tired.
He's probably exhausted.
Yeah, he very much so looks like he is tired. You imagine mechanically he might be exhausted. But he very clearly looks like he has not slept in at least a day.
All right.
Well, you're looking much better, and with that, I'm not trusting of mysterious voices coming from the ground, so I'll talk to you later.
So what do we do now?
Well, I would like to not have to carry the coffin back to the house again, so if we could just get the burial done.
We can do it
I mean, I agree.
ourselves.
Could
Yeah,
you
we can
point
do the
us in the
burying.
direction of where you would like the body to be put? We can start digging.
I can help you a little bit more now. Does anybody have water?
I mean, I have rations.
Well, probably.
I mean, you probably have like water
Oh.
flasks and things. Like
Yeah.
it's not
Oh,
I guess.
uncommon to
Oh
have.
yeah, I got a water skin. We good.
yeah,
Okay.
sure.
I have a
Yeah.
water
Yeah.
skin.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
So
have it listed, but I assume I have water.
yeah. I just kind of assume that's something everybody has.
Sure.
Because I don't know what person would
'Cause
do the kind of things
In
that you get
D&D, we stay hydrated, so
D&D
it's all
people
good.
do
Yeah, it's
without
important.
drinking.
Yeah.
Like it's just immersion breaking.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause gotta have immersion.
Gotta be immersive.
But no, if you pour him a little bit of water from the skin, he'll get a little bit more of his voice back, and okay, we can take him to the back, and we can bury him there in the cemetery.
All right.
And then you hear underneath, Father, when will you give me food? Roll perception checks when that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Gladly.
God damn it.
Alright. Abilities. Nope. Skills.
Nope.
I
Perception.
assumed hearing DM. Tell me if I'm wrong.
And
Yeah, hearing, yes.
advantage.
Well, no,
This
actually,
is...
hearing no on
No.
this one. No.
No? Dang it.
Okay, so that's a
Let me
21.
reroll.
Why is he rolling with advantage?
Oh, the owl has advantage on hearing.
It's not hearing.
on this one.
I misspoke. It's not hearing.
Not
It's not hearing
hearing.
on this one.
Oh,
He
my
lied
bad.
to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I misspoke.
It was an 18 and a 15, so 18
Okay.
total.
All of you
Oh.
notice that when that happens, he gets a very pained look on his face that he tries to hide, but unsuccessfully does, rolling an 8. Even Zophie with her 8 notices it.
Huh. Yeah, I see
Because he
that.
has no bonus.
Should we be concerned?
Yes.
So that's
I am not
Probably?
to you, if any
comfortable
of
with
you
this.
say anything about it or approach him about it or anything, it's up to you.
But once
What
again,
was
I'll
that?
ask. Yeah.
I that he's or was my son.
Was.
That is. He takes a moment. And let me just move this here. I keep leaning over to talk more into it. I just need to move my microphone closer to my face, and then I don't have to lean over to it. Yes, the this my son Doru. Doru. Um about a year ago. My son Doru and a few other villagers led by a wizard who came here from somewhere. And tricked or convinced or however you want to word it. A bunch of villagers to try and assault Castle Ravenloft. And everyone died, including my son. However, about I don't know a week or so ago, my son came back, but he is not as he used to be. I keep praying that I will find some way to help him, but so far it has fallen on deaf ears.
When someone is made a monster, there is no fixing them.
There has to be some way. That cannot not be it. There must be some way.
I would agree. I think that there is hope. I would keep trying to pray to whatever deity you're praying to.
Um, you notice like front and center up front is the symbol of the Morning Lord, but you also
Right.
see all around are scattered in pieces of or symbols of all other types of gods. Like he at this point he has started
Divide
praying
that.
to all of them that he can, because he wasn't getting any answer from the Morning Lord. So he's decided, I'm just gonna keep one of these deities is gonna answer me at some point. So you see images from all sorts of deities
You're
from
not a
all
level
over
10
the pantheon.
cleric.
Huh? Yeah, so you see images from all sorts of the pantheon of gods. Father, I'm hungry. I love the reaction I get on Megan every time I do that voice.
I
Every
know I
time.
don't have a
can't
good
help
face,
it.
and I don't like it.
I know
love
you
it.
can't see my
I love
face,
it
but
so
on my
much.
end, every time it goes, I'm like,
Like it every time. I don't like
I
it.
just smile because it's so good. Okay.
It's very
Um,
good.
It's
It's
Take that as it's
incredible,
very
yes.
good.
Yeah. Have you asked anybody else who has, I don't know, magical or other power to maybe help? Is anybody else there that can help you?
Mute. There's someone in his room. I think.
Well then. Interesting. While this is going on, I'm gonna look up lyrics to a song.
I need to stretch.
For your song.
I got a song redeemed. I was like, when we take a break, I can do it.
Do a Rickroll.
Let's take a quick 5-minute break.
Alright.
Alright, I gotta look
I
up a
wouldn't mind a
song.
break.
Give me a
Pee.
Well, yeah. I have a question. What time are we going till?
That is a good question.
Because I'm tired. I don't want to stop because I know everybody else wants to keep going, but I am getting very tired.
Take a small break, come back, plan for another like 45 minutes
I
and see how
just
we feel
took
then.
Benadryl, so we'll see how that goes in a few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does that sound, Tankanos?
I don't know if I'll make it that long.
I feel like it depends on what we do next, so we'll just have to
Yeah.
play it out a little bit longer to see how it goes.
DM's discretion when the best stopping point is, I suppose.
Mhm.
Either way, we'll take a small break here
Yeah,
because
I need
something's
to use
going
the
on.
bathroom.
So
Yeah.
all right,
So a little break here, and then we find a stopping point. It sounds
Yes.
like.
that
Maybe.
One of
I don't
these days, we will start at 8 o'clock.
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wake up at like 5 in the morning on these
Yeah, no,
days,
man.
so
Yeah,
and
that's fair.
because I have to get up early, I'm trying not to drink it. Usually, I drink an energy drink and I'm fine, but I tried not to drink one tonight because I have to get up early.
Yeah.
So, and I'm
Makes
feeling it.
sense.
I'll be back in a hot minute.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna
I'm
use
actually
the
gonna
bathroom.
wait. Good.
Back in a minute.
No, I have to be. Okay. Don't worry.
Everyone disappeared.
I needed to cough.
Ah.
Now I gotta blow my nose again.
Is to know like
don't.
how we
I'm
did.
not.
Oh, okay.
Can you imagine who missed the most?
Yeah.
The dice were really not
rough.
happy with you that day. Whatever.
Yeah.
All
right.
right, DM.
Let's go ahead. Chris, I don't know if you heard. Oh, you didn't hear because you were deafened.
No, I said this.
Yeah, basically, we're gonna end after this conversation goes on because
Okay.
regardless of what happens from here, things will progress. So we'll be ending after this conversation, regardless of what you guys' choice is. But I needed that few minutes to talk to my mom.
Okay.
So yeah, once we end this conversation, even if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes from now, we're gonna end the session. So okay. So
I was asking Donovich if he had asked anybody else for help, basically. So
I have not been able to if people were to hear of him being down there, it would not bode well.
Imagine why.
So I have not been able to find a way to help him. And with this wizard dead, it does not help. The people of the village would not take well to knowing that Doru returned and others did not. Roll me. Go ahead and roll insight checks. I know how you guys roll a lot, but there's a lot of stuff that gets rolled in this.
Oh, that was a 19.
I don't think Fantasy Grounds likes me.
Okay. For those of you that rolled, let's see, what did he roll? Those that rolled 15 or higher,
Oh.
You notice that there is potentially a little bit more to the story than what he's letting on. That he is keeping something.
Bullshit. I mean, what?
He will look at you and go, "Bless you."
Thank you.
He
Now
didn't
about
quite.
the
He didn't quite hear what you said. I heard you. He didn't quite hear what you said. So he was like, "Bless you." Like he thinks you just sneezed.
Oh, nod sneeze.
I mean, he's a rabbit. He's like, I don't know. Let's assume it's a sneeze.
They just sneeze.
odd, but I get the sense that maybe something is a little different about Doru then? Is that true? Like, was there a reason why he came back, you think?
Yes. And then you hear, "Father, I'm hungry." And you see he kind of staggers a bit and says, "When he returned, he was not as he used to be. He came back and wants to feed, and I tried to give him food, and instead he tried to attack me. And so I only assumed that something happened to him in that castle. That I do not know why, but no matter what I try to give him, it does not eat it. And
He does not need food.
I don't think my good berries would be very good for him. Maybe?
No, that was me going, what that? No. That was me going, it does.
Bloodberries.
Bloodberries.
Bloodberries, maybe, yes. Bloodberries.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's
He's
just
a vampire.
What?
He's
Anyway.
something.
He's something.
no, it's just weird because the way the spell writes is it's just a creature that eats it is nourished for a day. It's like,
Mm.
He is
Um,
a creature.
Wrong?
That's whatever you want to do, Ben.
Incorrect, yeah.
yeah, and that's why I was like, I had to sit there and think as the DM, like, would that work? You could certainly try. I'm not gonna tell you if it would or not, but you could certainly try.
I'm not stepping foot in that fucking church again.
but ever since I have kept him down in the undercroft, where he is unable to do anything.
But why specifically your son?
I do not know. I have no answers to that.
Not trust it.
He's 100% telling you the truth.
Okay.
He does not know why just his son came back. Perhaps it is some punishment from the gods or some twisted idea of a joke.
Perhaps.
I do not know this land. If there are other options for whatever's going on with him. But we could look into it further as far as if we're exploring. Just to ask, like, generally around.
If you so desire, I have been unsuccessful so far, but perhaps you can find more.
I do not think the gods can fix his body. Prayed to have his mind freed. It has happened before. Perhaps it could happen again.
And excuse me. He goes, well, you wish to bury Kulian. Let us proceed with that. So unless you have any other further questions for him, he would try to usher out to the coffin to be able to go to the cemetery.
Does he make his way out the front door?
Yes.
Okay, well, as he passes, I've got like 6 more good berries. I'll drop another 2 in his hands and be like, I don't know if it'll do anything for you, son, but if it does, I'll be happy to know that. It could be useful information in the future.
Simply says, thank you, friend. Like, not quite sure what to think of a giant rabbit.
Fair.
That's fair.
I mean, giant is subjective. I'm
Well,
still only like...
Compared to a
normal
rabbit, you're 3
a
feet
giant
tall.
Rabbit.
You also talk.
That's fair, that's fair.
You
a
talk,
very
you
large
wear armor,
rabbit.
you have a sword and a shield and an owl sitting on your shoulder. You look a little weird.
By the way, the owl is very tiny compared to
I was gonna
me.
ask, what kind of owl is this owl?
Is it like
Yeah.
it's like the pocket owls, the little tiny like fluffy
Uh-huh.
pocket owls?
Like
Very
pygmy
Those are
owls?
Yeah.
adorable.
Yes, the
Yeah, those
pygmy
are-
owls.
Yeah, that's what they're
Cute.
called.
Which, by the way, I did a little bit of research into it. Those tiny owls are still capable hunters of taking down
Oh,
actual
100%.
rabbits.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
So,
100%.
the irony
100%.
of this rabbit carrying around a predator on its shoulder.
I like to
Extremely good.
imagine the predator's like
Hilarious.
biding its time. Like, one of these days, I'm just gonna get it. Even though it's so
Yeah.
familiar and it'll disappear.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah,
It's like,
yeah, yeah.
snack time. No.
all right. So we'll go ahead and end it there before the funeral.
Okay.
And before you guys do anything else. But yeah, that is where we'll call it for today.
Very exciting.
Yes.
RP,
Awesome.
RP.
My voice is so shot right now.
That is totally fair.
I think I'm just gonna end my stream.
Yeah, same. I'm ending, and it's just gonna be bed.
That's fair. I'm gonna end now.
Yeah.
I might come back in later and play something else, but we'll see.
Alright.
But otherwise, I'm gonna end my stream.
Before we head off, so the